What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Black Cat. I'm sorry, the tailgate experience. It's your boys in the building, man. We talking Super Bowl. We talking about getting this thing right. So come on in the building. Ah, yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience. Roll on up. A happy birthday to this.
Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't beat no better than this. I'm trying to tell you, the shit. All right, who we got right here? We got some right here. We got Wonder Woman right here. All right, it's taking out. All right, what you guys say? What you call yourself? That's a list. All right. That's a list. Like 30. All right. Yeah. Southeast Town. That's good. That's good. All right. Right here, y'all at Royal Riot. Tailgate one. Oh, man. It's on. It's on. We told y'all we gonna be out there soon. And y'all know what's on. All right.
What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy in the building. And I'm telling you right now, as you've seen it, the Chiefs cash in on another three-peat that's going into the Super Bowl in a rematch with the Eagles. Now, with this being said, how y'all feeling about the three-peat and watching the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl after a handful of years? Because it was just 2023, these same teams was in the Super Bowl. So, how y'all feeling about that? I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest. This is when you watching the manifestation of two front offices getting it right, getting it together, making great decisions. And then sometimes you just take a look at us and you just say, okay, we just ass backwards. Shout out to every Panther fan that's in the building or anybody that's not a Panther fan around here. It's a late night one for your boy. I'm out here. I'm just thugging it at work tonight, and I just thought about I sit down and talk, have a little talk with y'all. So shout out to everybody who in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link out here to anybody who want to pull up. Anthony Brown, what's going on with you? I'm gonna make this real frank. Watching the Chiefs and watching the Eagles go back to a Super Bowl is one of the things that, like I said, hurts my soul because it's watching them draft. They actually manifesting what they draft. They actually having moving pieces, great coaching additions. Watching Andy Reid come over to the Kansas City Chiefs since he's been here and turn it into a juggernaut is one of those things where I just sit back and I say, why can't it be us? Why? Why? You sit back and you watch some of these teams and you say, okay, what are they doing that's so special? What's the recipe to success that they have that's so good that it seemingly that nobody can knock them off the mantle? You know what I'm saying? You sit down and you try to figure things out and you say to yourself, why is this team so successful? You sit back and you say, you got a bona fide made man at the quarterback position there. You got a bona fide made man at the coaching position. You got another bona fide made man all over the field on the entire staff. When you look at the Chiefs, when you look at the Eagles, Eagles had to go reset after Shane Steichen, after losing him, and they actually took the time to reset this thing and actually get it right. And guess what? They headed back to the Super Bowl instantly. If you get it right, you draft well, and you align yourself with a great coaching staff, having, I guess, a great drafted staff, having everybody that you need in the building. Yeah, Anthony Brown, you're right. They draft well, understanding like the Jalen Carter addition, looking at for the Eagles, bringing in Brown at receiver, pairing him with Devontae Smith, bringing in Saquon Barkley. You look around at some of the pieces that they're doing and some of the decisions that they made. It makes the Giants look like one of the dumbest franchise ever to have Saquon Barkley and allow him to come out here. And every time he touched the ball, he was electric. He was just electric today. When you watch some of that decision making, the Giants fans gotta be sick today watching their guy lead their team to a potential Super Bowl. Ain't no to a potential Super Bowl, to a Super Bowl. I mean, goddamn, it hurts. Man, what's going on with y'all? Bird Gang, what's happening with you? My boy T in the building, man, what's going on? Man, it's a late night one, man. I figure I just do it Waffle House style over here, man, serving up the eggs on the platter. I'm depressed, T, man. I'm depressed because the more and more I look at Kansas City come out here and achieve greatness year in and year out, I get discouraged because I feel like my team is never going to make that leap. They're never going to make that. They're never going to ascend to them levels where you three-peating and going to Super Bowls. It's just not going to happen over here. I'm to the point now. I have practically given up. I'm a fan on my last legs, man. I'm a fan of my last legs. Like I said, shout out to them boys for going out here doing what they're supposed to do, win their games, and achieving Super Bowl greatness. But this is tough for the team like the Bills to lose 32-29. Like I said, turnovers be a part of the reason why you go down. And then you look at different things like with the Commanders, they're a young budding team, a young budding stud that they have at QB. They're going to be fine. They'll be right back in this position and contending within a year or two. That's what happens when you actually hit on the position that's the single most important in all the sports. That's what happens when you hit on that position. Now, I hear so much talk around here, so much talk in Pantherland where they talk about, oh, you don't need this and you don't need that. You just need a glorified game manager. You just need somebody to come out and do just enough. Well, do you think with just enough you will be sitting at Air Super Bowl? Around Air Super Bowl is Canales, a Super Bowl type of coach. Is Dan Morgan a Super Bowl type of GM? You think you gonna see them things over here in Carolina? Yeah, yeah. Good luck. Good luck is all I got to say. Jeremy McKinney said it makes the Panthers look dumb for not staying put and drafting Carter. You should have stayed at 9 and got that boy. And then he said the ain't stupid had Zach Vaughn on special teams. Tidy said, I believe I be feeling the same way about Atlanta, dog. Tidy. At least with y'all got a little hope, a little promise, a little yeah, what's the word? Y'all got your young boy in Phoenix, man. I see more in Phoenix than I see in our guy. Because with the way y'all team is constructed, y'all actually have a fighting chance of coming out here and competing in the NFC. I take one look at my roster and I said there ain't no way in God's green earth in on this side of hell that we can come out here and compete in the NFC right now as constructed. It's gonna take us a couple years if you build it right in a couple of years, and that's the key word. If you see what I got to do with my team, I always got to put shit in a perspective. You know what I'm saying? I just can't look at the talent and then just come out and say, "Oh yeah, this talent right here is gonna be good enough for us to come out here and win a Super Bowl or compete for a Super Bowl." Nope. Always got to put it in. I got to put context to everything. Context. The context is we don't draft well. Our management is not, when it comes to other 32 teams, our management is nowhere next on the same level of drafting, getting young talent in here as the other guys are. That's it. That's just the cold hard truth. Anybody who don't believe that, you a damn fool. Like I said, I watched these games today, and I said to myself, these boys here have it. If you watch that Chief game and you didn't come away with, damn, why can't this be us? I don't know what to tell you. Because that means as a fan, you're not tuned in with what's going on in the field in the NFL. You're not tuned in. There ain't no way in hell you could have watched that game and say, "Hey, I'm happy with what I saw on my team this year." Nah, I know good and goddamn well I ain't. 5 wins, 5 wins, and then the worst part about it is the 5 wins that we had. They are potential. What's the word? They were against lackluster teams and lackluster talent. What's good, relax and talk sports, man? How you feeling, man? What's going on with you? He said Washington got about 90 million in cap space next year. They're going to be scary, and that's the worst part. Tidy, they don't have to go out and buy much because they're already so well put together through the draft. Now they can spend money on Allen and Payne, they two big D tackles, and not have to worry about anything else because guess what? They did things the right way. They took their time and draft everybody, and then they brought in free agent acquisitions like a Frankie Louvu and a Bobby Wagner. So what they're gonna be looking to probably do is with that 90 million is extend them two boys and keep them there for the probably for the next 3 4 years. I would give Bobby Wagner a contract till he ready to retire. If I was Washington, I mean, let's just be smart about this right here. You come in, you make an All Pro. Frankie Louvu come in, he makes an All Pro. The best thing that you can do is extend them boys and make sure that you have your two dudes for the foreseeable future. And then in free agency, you start looking at stuff like a corner or maybe a safety to go with Jeremy Chin that you got there. But make no mistake about it, Jeremy Chin, he missed a play today, but they need a little bit more help on that safety side. And then you're looking at they need another explosive weapon. Scary Terry is there, Eckler is there, Robinson Jr. is there, but they still need an explosive weapon. Like Ben Sinnott was there, but it still ain't enough because now you got the young boy, you got the guy. It's time to invest in the guy, and the best way to do that is getting that boy an explosive weapon. But I would look through the draft to do it. That 90 million would be me tying up players that's already on this team that helped got me to the success that where we at. If I'm a smart GM, that's what I would do. But here it is. When you talk about GM and everybody ass cheeks get tight, because I can promise you that our GM ain't smart enough to walk down the street without help. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Right now, as an organization for the Panthers, they're bringing in they're bringing in B, C, D, E, F type of players right now to try to get them in as depth pieces, which is third stringers, fourth stringers at best. They're bringing them guys in for the roster. How in the hell is that gonna help you compete for a championship? You keep trying to go to the dollar store. You keep trying to get you 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 keep trying to get stuff on a discount. Now, I ain't the smartest person, but after a while, there's a difference in Dollar Tree brand and actual brands that you see at Walmart. There's a difference. There's a difference. You try to go get Tide, the difference between Tide and the difference between Sun. Tide gonna get them goddamn stains out your clothes. Sun gonna make the shit smell good. And they ain't getting no goddamn stains about it. That's what we doing. We make shit look good. We patching shit up. And then that's the worst part. The stuff that we got patching shit up ain't even fucking patching shit up. It's not even patching shit up. I'm getting to the point now as a fan, I'm just more turned off as a Panther fan than anything. Watching this team and watching them move ass backwards every opportunity that they get. And then what's worse is our fans will tell us that, oh, that was a good move. Oh, this was a good move. Oh yeah, yeah. Every little acquisition we make is such a good move. I I think our fans suffer from CTE. Our fans, or they just so blatantly ignorant. I have never seen nothing like it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I've turned this into a late night vent session. It's your boy in the building. Make sure y'all come on in here, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I ain't gonna be out here long. My man said our GM got CTE. Our fans got that shit too, and that's word. Our fans got it because once again, you tell them moves that don't make sense, and they'll sit here and try to make sense of stuff that don't make sense. How? How? When you, I told these boys 2 years ago, hit that draft, go get Jack Campbell, build this thing the right way. Go get Jalen Carter. Imagine a team that had Jalen Carter, Jack Campbell. I wanted Kyle Hamilton as well. A lot of these players that I wanted, did videos on, we didn't even look in their direction. Didn't look in their direction. But we traded up from 9-1, and look where we at now. See, that's what happened when you try to fast track your ass to a Super Bowl. You forget things like building. You forget things, little small, minute things. And the worst part is people tell you, well, we was good. We was 7-10. We were 7-10 at the time. All we had to do was get a quarterback. Yeah, well, look how that looked. And now the worst part is after watching Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and all them boys, Jalen Hurts, the same Jalen Hurts they talk shit about, say Jalen Hurts gonna be the reason why the Eagles lose. I watched Jalen Hurts come out here and have a hell of a game. I mean, I literally just told somebody Jalen Hurts is one of them quarterbacks. When you need him the most, he'll come through. When you need him the most, he will come through. And that's what you saw. You saw that young fella, knowing what was on the line, knowing what them having a chance to go to the Super Bowl. He made sure he did not be the reason that they lose that game. And that's all you can ask for a young quarterback. Now, be mindful. He came down here to Carolina. He danced all over us for 100, just a simple ass 100 yards, and everybody talking about Jalen Hurts ain't shit. Ooh, they put their two black ass lips together, tell us Jalen Hurts ain't shit. Jalen Hurts ain't nothing. Jalen Hurts ass in the Super Bowl. Where the fuck you at? You see the difference? Do you see the difference? You did all that shit talking about Jalen Hurts all year long, and look where he at now. He right where he want to be. But our fan base, they look at stuff so minimum. Think about it. This young man has a complete team built around him. He has a complete defense. He he has a complete offense. This is stuff y'all know nothing about, so just listen. He has a complete defense. And when I say the word complete, he got two edge rushers. He got a D tackle in the middle. He got linebackers. He got corners that's coming out here. He got a good safety on that team. They built that defense correct. But y'all will tell me with a straight face Oh, Philly ain't shit. Jalen Hurts ain't shit. They ain't gonna win no games. They ain't gonna do nothing. Matter of fact, a lot of people had the rookie putting them boys out. And I stated before this game, I say I like the rookie. I think he's gonna be nice, but I think that playoff experience is gonna really matter. It's gonna really kick in. And in a game where you expect so much from a young boy, he's probably gonna revert back to you know being a rookie. And there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta understand his time is gonna come. Looking at Jalen Daniels, that boy time is going to come. He is a young stud in this league. And I fully believe that the day is going to come when he hosts the Lombardi Trophy. Because one, like I said, everything was done correctly over there in Washington. It was done correctly. And then the crazy thing is they took some of our people to build it. Scott Fitterer, the same Scott Fitterer everybody talks shit about. Scott Fitterer, who don't know football, who don't know how to do this, who don't know how to do that. Yep, ruined the Panthers is what they say. Scott Fitterer, Marty Herney. Two motherfuckers went right on over there to Washington and built a contender. So it's not the people. If you take a look at what's going on in Carolina, it's that bald head some bitch with them glasses. That's who the fuck it is. That's the problem. It's that motherfucker. Every time you try to get something done, he fucks it up. And so the sad reality as a Panther fan, you get a chance to sit here and watch everybody else have fun, and you get it's almost sickening. I saw Patrick Mahomes threw touchdown passes to Xavier Word. To be mindful, Patrick Mahomes lost his number one receiver a couple of years ago in Tyreek Hill. But when you are that dude at the quarterback position, you have no worries. It don't matter who the fuck you get. Nobody saw him being a generational piece when he was taken. Andy Reid was the only person who believed in Patrick Mahomes. He put his job on the line and he said, "This is my guy. If it don't work, fire me." And look at him now. Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. And it looks like to me, these guys are going to probably try to eclipse Brady. Because let's be honest, I love the Eagles, but the Eagles, I don't think they stand a chance against these guys. They're on this magical run right now, and you ain't gonna beat fate right now. Fate is Kansas City. It's their time. It seems to be it's their era. I didn't even think Kansas City was gonna be the ones to come in because I thought this was gonna be a Buffalo type of season because Josh Allen was cooking. That boy was scraping the pans cooking. I'm talking about canola oil in the pan with a little bit of fried rice. Some bitch was cooking. I'm thinking like how I saw it. He got an MVP. I said they're gonna let him get a Super Bowl, the Super Bowl MVP. He had his. This was his time to capture that, but he underachieved. He underachieved. Simply put, ain't no way around it. He underachieved, dog. So I'm getting to the point now where I take my time. I look at the landscape of everything over here, and I say the Buffalo Bills they got them one. Commanders they got them one. The Eagles they got them one. Talk all that shit about Jalen Hurts. Everybody always talk all that shit, but guess what? They got them one. They don't have to go in the draft this year and be looking for a quarterback. They got them one. We are, like I said, it made me sick to my damn stomach to sit here and watch these boys here play such a beautiful game of football. It was beautiful, but sickening for me.
Two beautiful games, wasn't it?
You damn right, go. Beautiful game. Shit hurt
Two
my
beautiful
soul.
games. Two games that you could sit there and just watch like championship football.
Mhm.
Championship. You couldn't for AFC, NFC championship game, even the semifinal game against the Ravens and the Bills, against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not I meant the Ravens and the Bills, and the Eagles in Washington, and
Mhm.
then Washington and who the who the Washington beat the other week? You somebody
Washington.
kid to me.
Washington
Washington
beat.
played
Oh God, I just had them in my head. The Lions, the Detroit Lions.
Detroit. Dang, how we miss
Yeah.
that? But that was a
Yeah.
championship game. Come down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
what I okay. If you was talking in context to us or the rest of the league,
Mhm.
you got to go there. Okay, let's go up into the AFC. Just like I said, you had the Bills play the Ravens. Like you just was saying, they there.
Mhm.
Like the commentators were saying, you have a window. Look at the Eagles' window. Look at Kansas City window. Everybody was saying, "Oh, Kansas City played everybody close or whatever," because it ain't their windows closing. But look, Pachinko was down. Rice, he in the shit that he in. Hell, Kareem Hunt was just in some shit. And what happened?
Mhm.
NFL got
Mhm.
his ass out and he played today, didn't he? You can't fuck
Look
them
at Kareem
billionaires
Hunt.
like that.
Kareem Hunt looking like the rookie version of himself.
Yeah, because that nigga know he got to run because he facing them charges. He better be winning a championship so the man can get his ass up out of there. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
win, he out. You see what I'm saying? Them charges gonna disappear. Anyway, but we ain't talking about all that. We talking about on the field football. But
Mhm.
if you look at them three teams, Kansas City, Buffalo, and the Ravens, you see what I'm saying? Just put them just like that. Buffalo got beat, so you say Kansas City number one. Then you say Buffalo, then you say the Ravens. You see what I'm saying? And then whatever team behind them. But that's the AFC right there. You gotta beat them boys. You see what I'm saying? Because they in that window. A CJ Stroud now in the AFC gotta beat them three teams. You know what I'm saying? Denver Bo Nix, another rookie, gotta beat them teams. But they in the mix. They in
Mhm.
the mix, Q. They down.
Man,
They not
I
like
heard
you
I heard
saying.
some wild stuff go. People told me, and shout out to everybody who told me this right here. You know who you are. CJ Stroud has regressed,
No,
and I'm sitting here saying this
I
boy
heard
is
that
in the
same bullshit.
playoffs. This boy's in the playoffs 2 years in a row, and they said, "Well, guess what? He got put out 2 years in a row." Shit. What you think gonna happen, cuz? What you think gonna happen?
Okay, I'm not in. I don't even want to address that. I don't even want to address that because a lot of the moves that they made this year, like Diggs got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Some defensive pieces got hurt, and they still was in the playoffs. He still went to the second round, just like he did in his rookie year. You can't
Yeah,
do nothing but get better from there. So
yeah,
if that's regression, I want some of that. I want
yeah.
some of that, Q.
It comes with NFL experience.
Yeah.
He understanding what he need to
What up?
do. He
What do
learning
you
on the
mean?
curve.
Hell yeah. I hate it. If that's that boy in year two, can you imagine year 5 or 6?
Oh, he's his
Huh?
ceiling is very high because he gonna be battle
Thank
tested.
you.
He gonna be battle tested,
When I
man.
tell these niggas about the ceiling, when it becomes the Carolina Panthers that we talk about most of the time, we here on the tailgate. We talking about
Mm,
everybody. But when we go
mm-hmm,
back to Black Cat and talk about the Carolina Panthers exclusively, I told you guys that the ceiling was already there for our guy or the guy that they picked. You see what I'm saying? He damn near the you got when I told you, motherfucker gonna say, okay, he went toe to toe with Kansas City. Look at the game that that Kansas City
come on,
played now.
Kansas City
Was
wasn't.
that
They
the
were
same?
toying with us. They were toying
Was
with us,
that the
man. Come
same
on.
game that they played at Bank of America? That wasn't even the
No,
same team. Thank you. Look at the game that the Eagles played today. Was that the same Eagles team in
That
Lincoln
played us
Financial
with that
that
little
played
100
us?
yards that Jalen Hurd had that game. Like I said,
Come on,
he didn't
man.
have to do much
Come
against
on,
us
man.
because we're not good.
But you see, Cass is taking around here all these moral victories, all these moral victories,
Well,
and
go.
we're not the only team that take.
That's all you
But
got to hold on to.
we're not the only franchise that take moral victories. You know what I'm saying? This moral victory shit got to stop. Because what
Go.
I'm saying is, you
That's all they
when I just
got.
made it up, say them three teams in the AFC and 3 to 4 teams in the NFC that you
Mm.
got to see is a measuring stick of where you at. And I just like you said, I just shook my damn head tonight because I see how far off. You know what I'm saying? I see how far off
We know way next them boys.
when you
No way
see a
next.
game that a rookie Jaden Daniels played, and they was talking about the window, and you just seen a first year GM and a first year ownership and a first year quarterback and a first year head coach. And
Hmm.
every fucking time I turn around, you got these guys around here or around other places talking about, well, this is a rookie quarterback. Well, we just got our GM. Well, he's a new head coach. Excuses. I'm tired of that shit. Because every time you come with these excuses,
Hmm.
people start blowing your shit out the water. Because there
Hmm.
was a first year head coach. I'm gonna say it again. First year head coach, even though he's had experience somewhere, but it's his first year in Washington. First year GM, first year ownership,
Well,
first
that's it.
but see
Dan Quinn. That wasn't Dan Quinn the head coach in Atlanta at one time.
in Atlanta. But it don't matter though, Q. This is first year in Washington, ain't it? And who let
Yeah,
and didn't Ron them leave him with a fucking mess?
it
Now
was
was
a
that
damn
team built?
mess.
Was that team? Cause I only think they won what 4 games or some shit like that,
They
four or
had
five games.
4 games, and all they had was Allen and Payne, them two defensive
Oh,
tackles.
because guess what? What did they pick? Like they was number 2, right? They picked
Yeah,
number 2. Did they
yeah,
pick number 2? That
yeah,
means
yeah.
when you picking in the top 5, are you a good team?
Not at all.
A hello? A hello? Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess Dan Quinn inherited the number 31 team. No, the fuck he didn't, y'all. No, he didn't.
Well,
He
they'll say
inherited it.
Washington was good a year ago. That's what they'll say.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Four,
L-
4 games, he was good. They were good though. The excuses that they'll
Okay.
come up with to come out here and discredit somebody when they want to is it's astounding. Go,
I
it's
know.
astounding, though.
I know. I know.
They ready to
I'm tired.
devalue C.J. Stroud right now because they feel
I
like
know.
Bryce Young is better.
I know. But see, it's a discussion that you got to have within yourself as a fan. This is the tailgate, y'all. It's a discussion that you got to have within yourself as a fan. We tell
Hmm.
people all the time. People always, since y'all want to always use our sayings. I see Wiley, Panther Germany. My nigga come up
Where
with
Wall
this
at?
right here. He says, stand on your square. Wiley says, stand on your square. Y'all niggas got to
Yes,
start
sir.
standing on your square. Be real. Be about business. Stand on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
square. I tell you all the time, don't bring this bullshit up in here. That's what I
Hmm.
mean. Don't come to with all that wild, crazy excuse bullshit. That's all that bullshit. The bullshit don't stand on no square. It don't stand for nothing. Talk is cheap.
Very.
Shaking your titties.
Yeah. Another
Cheering for the
saying.
motherfucking cheering for the back of the jersey. Stop cheering for the back of the fucking jersey.
They can't help themselves. Go.
Okay. Okay.
At the end of the day, what they do around here is they put feelings and emotions into every damn thing they say and do. Oh, sorry for that.
Oh, I did it.
My bad. Wiley, what's going on with you?
Ain't nothing to it, man. I see
Man,
y'all guys up late tonight.
Wiley, I couldn't rest. I just couldn't do it. I watched them games and I said, damn it, I gotta have that in Carolina. I got to.
Yeah, but I understand the first year thing regarding the Commanders, but Rivera them didn't leave them a mess. Now I don't know if that's accurate.
Ho, 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 ho.
It
Say,
was a
why,
mess,
Wiley?
Wiley. It was a mess, Wiley.
Wiley, they picked number two, Wiley.
Yes,
You
they
forget
did
about
pick
that?
number two, but if you look at it, right, you look at it. The defense added four players. I think it was four players.
They added 5 players, Wiley. 5
Defense.
starters.
They added Louisville, they
Starters.
added Chin, they added Bobby
Bobby
Wagner,
Wagner,
and they
the
who was
The
the other
corner,
one?
linebacker from the
and
Saints.
thank you. The
Oh
linebacker
yeah,
from the and the
no,
corner,
no,
Lattimore, Marcus Lattimore.
Yeah.
Lattimore, yeah, yeah, Lattimore from the Saints. Come on,
Yesterday,
man.
you wish they didn't have no Lattimore.
Wiley,
Lattimore
Look,
you
Wiley.
do realize it's 11 starters, and you just added what 5 new ones? You
Yeah,
do
Yeah,
realize
but
that's half of a defense.
yeah, I understand that. But the thing about it is, if you look at it, uh, uh,
there you go,
the
C.J.
core,
Hill. You took the words out my mouth. There you go.
uh,
Read what C.J. just said, Wiley. When they got rid of Dan Snyder punk ass, and then the ownership that they got right now, sit back
Hmm.
and let football people do football things. Did that sound
true,
familiar?
Didn't I just say
true.
that earlier? Until
Yeah,
that
Huh?
yeah.
bald head summer bitch get out the way, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Okay.
Well, that's any team. That's any team.
Oh no, that's the
But
Panthers. The Panthers have an issue where you got to run every single organization issue through this motherfucker,
yeah,
whether it's
that's
Yeah.
via
And that
laptop
okay.
or whatever.
Y'all watch the game tonight when Jeffrey Leary. We know Jeffrey Leary. But you don't see Jeffrey Leary talking about sitting in the war room and no shit like that. Only time you see Jeff, he be in that owner's box
Trying to
dancing
sign
and shit.
checks.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
out there at the award ceremony when we're lifting up a damn trophy. That Hunt motherfucker. That's all you see. Him and his old lady had that mink on tonight. That's the only time you see them mother. Hey, I tell them when I say, hey, all I need you to do is come to the award ceremony, lift up the trophy, and then say, hey, this is out to the team, whatever. You, your old lady, whoever come out there showing that money. But that's it. I don't need no football shit from you. I don't need you out there with no clipboard and handing plays down to the coach
No shit on a napkin.
That
on a
is true. But
napkin.
hey, but if you look if I looked at that Washington game, Philly game, boy, that was hmm. Washington. I believe that they got on their skis a little bit, and Philly showed them they were a better team all the way around.
Mm.
And, chins deficiency showed up at the wrong time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, Wiley, that boy a Daisy Fresh rookie. And to play a game like that and he still didn't get rattled. They still
Oh
was
no,
coming
no, they
back.
got an outstanding quarterback now.
Now,
Yeah. He like that. You can see
yeah,
that immediately.
you can build with that. I can build with that. I know I can build with it. I know I can build
Mm.
with it. Shit. I know I can build with it. The Eagles
But
is
that's
ready right now. I've
but
been
that's the
telling y'all
thing,
that
go.
all year.
Do you remember people when Jalen Daniels was selected? What's the first thing they say? Oh, Jalen Daniels ain't gonna be shit. He wasn't that good he wasn't that good at LSU.
I'm gonna tell you this right here.
That what they been saying.
We was right here on this platform right here, the tailgate experience.
Mm,
It was a year ago. It was homecoming at the school at Central.
mm,
Me and Pop was together. We come back to my house and what do we watch? I think it was LSU and somebody we featured that night.
mm-hmm.
I told y'all then. We can go back and check the tape. I always got proof. I said Jaden Daniels ready. I said Malik and Brian ready, didn't I?
You name about 6 rookies that you felt like that they not gonna have any issue on the NFL level. 6 rookies. You said him, Penix. You look around, you said Drake May. You even said Caleb Williams. You didn't care for Caleb Williams, but you still
I don't
said
care for
Caleb Williams.
Caleb with. Yeah, he gonna be all right, but he not what he media made. He not what everybody say he is now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Even though
even in
you
his
got
first
Ben,
year,
even though you got Ben, you not Caleb is not gonna be where them boys in his career. He not gonna be where them boys that night. He ain't gonna have
but
the
look,
Bears in no NFC
Look what
championship.
Caleb did. Look what Caleb did in his first year.
I understand
Thirty-seven
that.
hundred yards.
I understand that, Q. But when you
Damn
run
near
up,
cracked 4,000, and then you got Eberflus as a head coach, who you call a idiot.
idiot,
You call Eberflus an
fool,
idiot.
idiot, fool. That's
So
it.
imagine
Yes.
him now with Ben Johnson, who
Hmm.
caters specially to our offense, and Roman Doomsday. You got every receiver known to man. You got Keenan Allen, Roman Doomsday, and DJ Moore over there. But this boy about to take off. That boy about to take off, man.
I got to see,
yeah,
and
Q.
I say I was wrong about him, but I don't see him the cat. I just don't like the play that he puts on the field.
You
It's
know what
something.
though?
It's something about it.
It ain't forget the play. It's about the mental portion of this. The guy's too up and down. Daniels is more steady. And as
I
long as he's up and down like that, he's his team's gonna be up and down like that. So
Wiley, that was
Well,
my when I was speaking about that game that I was looking at. That was probably my second time seeing a whole LSU game, and that about the half of that game, that third time I mean, the second or third time I had seen about half of that game, I said I named out them boys right there, and I said. Them boys, I said, them boys got it. Them boys, there it is, right? You can see it jumps off the
it's a new
screen.
era. hmm It's a whole new era, but Patrick Mahomes is reminding everybody he's the king of this new era.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
He reminds everybody that every chance he get. That
yeah,
bastard.
yeah. They keep looking. They should keep hunting for the king. The king is just looking at them like win by one, win by two. A W is what matters.
hmm That damn Mahomes. I watched them guys, and as a fan, I sat there in myself, and I got depressed watching that game. I said to myself, I might die before Tepper move out the way. That's just how bad it might be. You get what I'm saying? He is the number one problem in Carolina, and he won't seem to get the fuck out the way.
Nah, he ain't getting out of the way now.
He won't get out the way.
He ain't getting
Snyder
out of the way.
got the fuck out the way, and these boys
Well, he
damn
was
near was in the
forced.
Super Bowl.
Don't forget how he got out of the way. He was forced. He was bought out, forced out. Get the hell out.
Well, maybe that'll be the only way we get some peace around here. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, he
But they had to go through 20 years of Snyder. You got 20 years of Tepper in your bloodstream?
hell nah. I done told y'all what I'm gonna do before it get bad right here. I'm not gonna wear my nerves before it get bad around the way. I'm not gonna wear my nerves. I'm gonna be over there with Jalen.
Oh, you going to
I'm over there
Washington?
with Jalen. I just be a Washington. And my heart is in Carolina, but I be cheering for Jalen. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna sit there for 5 and 6 wins and then sit here
Mm.
while motherfuckers tell niggas, oh, well, excuse after excuse after excuse. Hell no. How in the hell, Wiley?
Yeah.
So this might be the first time you hear me saying this. And I'm just say, I don't care, man. What people be, oh man, you ain't no ah man, fuck all them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. This the deal right here. We real talk. We talking barbershop talk right now. You know what I'm saying? This is
hmm
the deal. When we played Atlanta and our guy had 258 yards and their guy had 312, how in
hmm
the hell did you say that man beat that man? The numbers don't even add up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, well.
So, I mean, you talk about glazing, bruh. These motherfuckers delusional. I can't sit here and talk this. I mean, that's Y'all local
Yeah.
crazy house and just talk to these motherfuckers around there.
I,
Fuck.
I don't even like talking about it, go. That's how bad. Yeah.
That's
Uh
crazy.
huh.
It's depressing. That's why I don't even like talking about it.
It's so bad. You have to tell people. I don't even want to talk about the quarterback before they even get on the damn live. Ain't that bad? You can't even talk about the damn quarterback of the team. Can't talk about him because the media has gone so far left with this boy. If you say the wrong thing, oh, but they jump all over your ass. And then they ready to cancel you because they feel like you beating up and bashing on this little kid. He a little fucking kid. You said you state facts. This boy can't throw. He don't have a strong arm. He's not mobile from the pocket. He don't plant his feet and make throw. These boys, you giving straight quarterback assessments, and they'll talk to you like you the fucking hater of the West.
You just
How
heard. You
dare
don't
you
know
say
that.
that?
What the fuck that got to do? Liking somebody got to do with we talking football? What?
That's what they do.
That's the reason why I'm trying not to talk about it because we just watched some good games. I'm not trying to be
Uh-huh.
depressed. You know what
I'm
I'm
already there, Wiley. I'm already
saying?
there. I came on the live depressed. That's what I said when I started the live. I watched them
Oh,
games and I got mad because I don't have that in Carolina. I got mad.
yeah. Well, you know what though? I've been looking right because I've been doing looking at different teams and how they did from last year's draft, and I'm like, we we're gonna find out whether our GM and scouting team is worth crap. Because I looked at the Rams. The Rams had starting undrafted free agents starting in the playoff game, contributing like I mean not contributing like you just on the team. No, they are impact players.
Impact.
And I'm like,
Wiley,
come
do you
on,
realize
man.
that they didn't have a first round a
Yeah,
year ago,
yeah, yeah.
and they got some of the best and brightest out of that draft that we sat there and we do mock drafts and we told them pick this guy. No, and
Brady
I got
Fisk. Oh
three
my
of them over
God.
there, three of them, Wiley,
They,
three
they,
of them.
Yeah,
they got
Hey,
bodies
I
over there.
seen the boy from Clemson, the running back,
yeah.
the night on the Eagles team.
Mm-hmm.
I say, yo, get him. We could have got him in the third. I think the third. Where did he get drafted at? Q? Did he get drafted in fourth round? Some shit like
He
that.
was he was a fourth round running back.
Fourth round. But
But
I
go.
was I was reaching for him in the third. But I said, go ahead and get him in the third. You see what I'm saying? Now,
But go
and
look.
I made a point yesterday. I said we
Mm-hmm.
doing this with just a computer and the scouting reports and stuff that's given to us on fucking Tankathon and other apps. What the
Go,
fuck is they doing?
go. If you think about it like this, and I believe they are influenced by some podcasters or some fans, right? Because they're tired. And as long as we have these fanatics out here saying the dumbest stuff in the world, they feel like that's all what all of us are saying, which isn't true. You build the team the proper way. Look at the Rams. They didn't jump out the window. They lost their all-time defensive tackle. What did they do? They
Hmm,
replaced him and kept moving.
hmm. Yes, sir.
But they
And,
didn't. But
and,
they
and they
didn't. They didn't
didn't.
go. They didn't. Jump up and do. No, they took the players that are available to them.
But
Yeah.
Wiley, Ryan here. I was told like we need Mason Graham in the worst way. I was told that if Mason Graham is gone and Abdul Carter is gone, you don't look at a Grant,
Yeah,
the next
yeah,
best D tackle. You
yeah,
go and get a
yeah,
fucking corner. Now, how the fuck you gonna stop the run with a goddamn
yeah.
corner?
Or a
You
You
don't
just
receiver.
had
get.
a
Go ahead.
how the fuck you gonna stop? You just had an all time historic worst against the run 3,000 yards in a season, and you telling me a corner is gonna solidify that?
Hmm.
These people say some of the wildest shit, man. Now be mindful. when you building a team, a front seven, you build through the trenches. You make sure that because what they talk about tonight. Look at Kansas City trenches. The trenches took over the game.
The
They
Eagles.
big men took over. Took over. Look at the Eagles. Jalen Carter, all them boys took
You see,
over.
when that boy was laying on their back, everybody came out there because they know. They said that nigga is the most dominant three tech in his what second or third year, yeah, no, third year, second year,
Yeah,
excuse me, second year,
yeah.
most dominant three tech in the game right now. Man, stop this shit, man, stop it. Once again, if we'd have stayed our ass at 9, he should have been a Panther.
But go. That's what we said. Remember, I said build a team, get your quarterback the following year. No, we gotta you gotta do everything. You give up everything. No, you build your team.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Wiley. We talk about the Panthers. They talk about these other teams. I see somebody comment on. I think what Logic commented on the Saints. The Saints was gunning for Joe Brady. I don't know what they're gonna do now. I predict that probably by Tuesday they will announce a head coach because Joe Brady pulled back. If y'all didn't know that, that was breaking news. He took himself out the running.
I think he did that for a reason though, because he had done went to LSU, win a national title, all that stuff there in New Orleans. So I guess he was looking at it from a perspective of maybe he want a fresh start somewhere else. You never know.
Mm, I don't know, but some way he took himself out the running. So I'm thinking they getting ready to go grab somebody else here in the next couple. Because just like I was telling Q a couple days back, you can't sit there and drag your feet. Cause them boys got to hit the ground running, man. Like after the
Yeah,
Super
it's,
Bowl,
it's only 32, dog.
yeah, it's
Right,
February pretty much after the Super
right
Bowl.
now is when you start picking coaches. So that's what I was saying before.
Yeah,
I had a bet with Pop, and the biggest thing was we was betting on coaches and stuff like that getting fired. It's a little premature to start talking about coaches and firings. While the regular season's still going on, because you never know who might get pushed out the door, who might not get pushed out the door, and when they might do it. You only
yeah,
got
but
32 positions, but you never know. They might cancel a bitch after the Super Bowl and say, hey, you know what? We second after thinking about it, we're gonna push you on out the door. You never know how niggas do around here.
but CQ, you got to get in that position first. When you get in that position, you look at that time right there after the Super Bowl, right? Shit, that's the middle of February. Free agency in March, a month after. Then the draft, another
Yeah,
month
that's
after.
you asking a lot of a coach to in a month to put together a strategy for a team that he don't know the ins and outs of.
He got to
I
put
mean,
together a coaching staff too.
he got to put together a coaching staff, right,
Mm-hmm.
Wiley? He got to put together a coaching
And
staff.
and what is his philosophy? Because remember now, free agency is right on him. Yeah.
And if you
And
miss
then
out
think
in
about it.
that,
You said Joe Brady turned down what team?
Saints,
Okay, think about what's the number one Achilles heel with the Saints. Cap hell. Why in the fuck would he take a team that he know not good, they're
that's true.
aging, and then on
That's
top of
true.
that, they got he
Quarterback
can't take no
situation.
money. He got the quarterback situation he got, and he ain't got no money to go buy nobody. So think about it. He looking at this from a perspective of shit. I'll be fired within my first season.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking with them. Fucking with them. I will be fired. I don't blame him for turning that down because that's not the ideal spot. I just thought about it. I said to myself instantly, that's why Joe Brady ain't went. Because straight up, when you fucking with the Saints and that cap room and all that shit right there, you gonna get out the fucking door. Dennis Allen did how many years? Or a season?
One. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
no, two. Two won it. Two.
He did a
Yeah,
half of a season as an interim, and then he
yeah,
did a
as an
full
interim, and
season.
then they gave him the full season. Yeah, well, one
Hmm.
and a half, whatever you want to say it, because he was there the whole time when he was the interim. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, it's not for long. It's the NFL, not for long. I mean, that's why I keep telling everybody right here, thinking. I mean, if we still talk about our team, like I said, we're gonna talk about our team right here, even though we're on the tailgate. You think Canales gonna sit here 7 years? Y'all some damn fools. You think he gonna finish out that contract? If he turn in another 5-win season, y'all shit, you crazy as a mother. Crazy. And I
Well, that
told
is
y'all,
true. That is true.
I told y'all, 7 at the max. I don't know why I got bets niggas talking about we gonna make the playoffs, man. Already. Already. I got bets out there right now. I got bets out there. 11 wins. Playoffs. Yeah, already. Mother ain't even threw a ball yet, ain't went to free agency, and I don't know why.
But
You can sit
no,
here and tell these jokers, Wiley, you can sit, we put it on the screen, we told them, we don't got that type of money. They talking about Brent Tillis getting ready to make money just magically appear. They hoping somebody gonna read. These guys, let me tell y'all something. When you talking about the organization just can't come in and tell somebody they're gonna restructure they contract. The player has to be
yeah,
willing
you have to
to
be
do
agree.
that.
You have to agree. Yeah.
He had to
Hmm.
agree to that. So I don't know where y'all thinking, oh, Taylor Moton and Robert Hunt and all these guys just gonna say, yeah, 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 I volunteer. Cause they come up to me and I see what y'all doing at the QB position and this position or whatever, and you tell, oh man, you want to get some help, right? I was like, shit, you better talk to somebody else. Get my goddamn check. Get the hell out my face. No, no, I ain't restructuring nothing. That's why McCaffrey left. McCaffrey was not hurt. He was not going to restructure again because you didn't do right the first time he did it. Yeah,
Lord have mercy. Yeah, well, when you realize you're in a mess and you look around and seeing what you got, this is where you always end up to. So, congratulations. This shit will not be fixed.
it'll be
Well,
fixed. It'll be fixed one day, Q. But
Why,
one day,
go.
it's
This shit
one
is not
day.
gonna be fucking fixed, dog. I keep looking at it. We got the dumbest. We got the dumbest GM, the dumbest owner. We got the dumbest fans, and you think this shit is gonna be fixed,
yeah,
huh?
because listen, this is what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be because they're doing the right thing. They're gonna stumble on it. Is what's gonna happen.
You mean to tell me you bet your ass on them stumbling upon some shit?
They're gonna stumble on the right guy. Just like we okay, think about it. Think about
Okay,
it.
no
Think
sir.
about it. Think
You
about it.
giving them
No,
too much
no.
credit for being.
Yes,
You
sir.
trying to say
You
they
stumble.
so dumb, they so stupid, they might actually accidentally do some shit right.
Okay,
Stop it.
listen.
Stop it.
Will you please? Will you listen? Did you stumble on Jake DeLone?
Yeah, you did. You found him from the Frankfurt Galaxy, and then
Okay,
he went for the Saints. Like I said,
okay,
he walked on,
okay.
but you already had Rodney Pete in there. I mean,
But
goddamn.
we didn't go draft the guy or anything like that. Don't act like we got him out the draft or we did this and did that. We stumbled on the man.
The
And
problem with Rodney Pete,
Rodney
he
got hurt.
had bad
Jake came in,
thumbs.
right?
There you go. He had bad
Rodney
thumbs.
got
Rodney
hurt.
got hurt.
Jake came in. So why didn't
Rodney
Jake
couldn't win
beat
his
Rodney?
starting spot back.
Why didn't Jake beat Rodney in camp? Huh?
He
Because they
couldn't
didn't
beat
even
him at
see it.
camp. He couldn't beat him at camp.
They didn't even see it. Okay? And then when we not gonna draft Gabbard and not Cam,
They were going to draft that dumb son of a bitch.
you see what I'm saying? Stumbling. You got a history already of stumbling.
Yeah, but Cam Newton was clearly the better option that year.
So why didn't
Yeah,
they?
but
Why wasn't it a no-brainer then?
It
it
was a
wasn't a
no-brainer for me.
no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer for me.
It wasn't for them.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
These bitches wait to the last minute to
Stumbling,
actually make that
stumbling,
selection.
stumbling. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Some wild shit, dog.
They'll stumble. They gonna stumble into some shit. They'll stumble into some shit. I don't now. Don't ask me when.
Yeah, that's the problem,
Don't
go.
ask me when.
That's the fucking problem right there. You talking about nigga stumble? Well, unfortunately, you and Wiley y'all in fifties, right? Y'all in y'all fifties, right?
Right there, knocking on the door.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well,
So,
you ain't gotta
I,
tell my dad where it is. You ain't gotta keep reminding me.
Hey,
You
why didn't you? I don't think you heard me. That's why I said I'm gonna be over there watching somebody else. I don't have time to get these motherfuckers to be playing with the weight on these motherfuckers to stumble. I just told you that. God damn it. I don't got time to be sitting there bullshitting with them. Hell no. Wiley might, but I don't. I'm gonna win chip.
You ain't right, Q. You ain't right,
boy,
boy.
boy, y'all got my
Shit.
stomach burning, boy. Oh, that's for funny. That's what I
I'm gonna
say.
win
You ain't
chip.
got to tell me I'm gonna die. Well, Wiley, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You damn sure ain't gonna live around to see Dan Morgan get it right. I can tell you that
Well,
now.
well, Q. I know this. He got this off season that
Wiley, no,
where we see
I'm
whether the
chopping that
man
off right
actually
now.
can do something or not.
Yeah.
Wiley, he botched the Burns trade. He let Louisville walk. He turned around. He fucked this draft up already.
Yeah.
He drafted seven motherfuckers, and you see, out of seven cats, only one is a solid option,
And did you
and
hear the
that's the
way
nigga that
tonight? The
didn't wasn't even
way
playing.
the way Tom Brady was talking about Frankie Louvu and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Hmm.
Tom Brady and God, no, I was just thinking of tonight. Tom Brady, what's that? God, no, I'll draw a blank. What that nigga? Tony Romo. Have y'all heard Tom Brady and Tony Romo commentate? Right? Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Them boys be calling out the plays before they
Before the shit
happen.
happened. Hmm.
Before the situation. Oh, what are you gonna do here? Well, they need to throw a quick out and boom, boom. What the motherfuckers do? Bam. Hey, they running on that right side. This and that. What they do? Bam. You see what I'm saying? So them guys can easily be coordinators, coaches, or what the fuck ever because they know the X's and O's, the situation, what's getting ready to go down. You see what I'm
I
saying?
mean, a
That's how
situation of
you.
football. When you play
Yeah,
20 years, you should know what the fuck to do in
that's
that
what I'm
instance.
saying. But Q, that's the difference between good and great. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga got
Well,
6 rings for a reason. You understand what I'm
there you
saying?
go. There you go. Meanwhile, us, we had a goddamn backup quarterback in Frank Wright. 20 years as a backup, and then McCown as a backup. And now you look this year, you got, I don't know what the fuck Canales is. I
A green thumb. That's why I told you a green horn. I told y'all that. He
yeah.
let plays go unchecked. He let time come off the clock. He called. You know what I'm saying? A green thumb. And I don't.
Mm.
I don't. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not talking about. We don't tailgate. I'm talking about that spectacular, all this amazing playing today, championship ball. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Rams, who
Championship
know
ball.
how to draft. Yeah,
And guess what? Championship GMing for all of them.
all of them.
Now,
Yeah,
how you gonna get
kudos.
there as your
Round
as
of
your team?
applause.
How you gonna
I
get
don't
there?
know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
When is your GM going to take the turn?
Because Q, you had a you fuck it. Like I said, I'm be. You had a nigga on our show yesterday that said, "Move back." in the first round, then give up some fourth round picks to move back up. Now, what in the
Yeah.
hell kind of sense that made? Or why you would even bring that between your dusty ass lips to even say, move
Niggas
back,
say move
give
back
up
and then
draft
move
capital
back up.
to move back up?
That's the
God
thinking of
damn,
the
I said,
Panther world around here,
there
though. This
you
the type
go.
of shit they say
There you
eh,
go.
that don't make a
There
damn bit of
you go.
sense.
Bingo. Bingo.
And you wonder
Move
why
back.
you got the mind frame of okay, well, 2 wins is fine, that's acceptable. Okay,
Exactly.
5 wins this year is acceptable because it's
Exactly.
progress.
Exactly.
This is why
Exactly.
they feel that way. They
Exactly.
they don't know no better. I'm starting to think that we got a fan base full of remedials. I'm getting to the point now where that's what we at. These niggas is remedial.
Move back. So I moved back from 8 to say 11 or 12. Then I give up the two fourth rounders that I got in a loaded ass draft that talent is getting ready to be pushed down. See, this is what I've been trying. That's what we've been telling them. Cause we've been drafting since what, week 2 when the boy got
Since week
picked.
two,
We've
week
been
two,
drafting since week 2. So
week two.
I think we know. We've been drafting for 15 weeks.
Just like how we read off that damn scouting report yesterday. And the scouting report is very vivid. It explains to people what you're getting in a player. We had motherfucker tell us the goddamn scouting report don't mean nothing to them.
No, no,
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
no.
I ain't never seen nothing like it. Motherfucker say the scouting report don't mean shit to them. Well, I'll be damned.
But you know what, Q?
Hmm?
They're sitting here like Go said. There's teams got undrafted guys that are contributing, low draft round pick guys that are contributing. Because if you have a good scout team and you take players that fit your scheme instead of a player that necessarily is got the top grade based on the Mel Kiper and those guys. No, you pick the players that fit your scheme.
We don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
Wiley, because
I
the
know,
niggas around here don't know the scheme. They can't tell you what a 3-4 is. They can't tell you the difference in a hybrid 3-4, a multiple front. They can't tell you the difference in a 4-3. They don't know what the fuck they looking at. They can't tell you a difference in a 0 tech, a 3 tech, a 0 through 5 techs. They can't tell you the difference in A gap, B gap, gap control. They don't know what the fuck they talking about.
They want to talk shit about your tackle when motherfuckers taking wide nine stances on them. And then your damn coach don't even know to bring the damn end over there to help the man out.
but you know what though?
Ain't,
I said that yesterday. I watched there's a podcast with two former NFL tackles, right?
Mm.
I think I think, but maybe
Taylor
one's a guard,
Lewan and
one's a
all them
tackle.
boys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and they were breaking down the game where Kansas City had those 8 or 9 sacks on CJ.
uh-huh.
Lord have mercy. Even they were sick.
But
Even they
that,
got sick.
but he had a better line than us though, Wiley.
Here we go.
Okay, that's not
That's
true.
all you got to say. Okay.
That's not true.
Wiley,
That
they
is that.
say CJ
Even
Stroud
black
has
guy in the eyes know
regressed.
that.
He had a
That's what they
better
say.
line. What the hell is you talking about?
CJ Stroud regressed. And I don't understand where this regression talk is coming from. I'm thinking it's just out of pure hate because they want to elevate Bryce Young over him as a
Well,
narrative.
that narrative has to come. Come on now. That's how we keep the drama going.
Think about it, Wiley. The man went 10 plus games in 2 years, went two fucking playoff games each year, and they talk about he regressed. How in the fuck? What? What they do this at? He has done more than Deshaun Watson in 2 years. He's done more than half of these quarterbacks sitting here on this that's 20 and below. He's done more than them
Mm-hmm.
in 2 years. But they don't say that. They don't say nothing about it.
That is true, but see, it's easy to do that with those guys because that keeps the narrative going.
Wiley,
Everything, remember, the league is a narrative-based league.
Wiley. I think some
Well,
of
see,
these. I think everybody's stupid, Wiley. You see why I think people stupid? Because they're saying shit like that. This is why. That's why. Wiley. I was giving
okay,
people
Wiley,
sense before this.
you said a narrative-based league. Okay, did you see? God, like I said, I'm drawing blanks like a motherfucker. I'm up too late. Uh, and I think his name
Hmm.
is oh boy from the Eagles, the GM. Um, God, no, somebody help me in the chat.
Howie,
Howard Rose, no,
yeah,
yeah, Rose. Okay,
Yeah, Roseman. Mm-hmm.
you see what he did?
Yeah.
He went to Georgia, the best fucking team in college, and just started drafting Georgia players.
and built his defense. Lord have mercy.
Right, right. Talk to me.
Lord have mercy.
That ain't hard, Wiley. That ain't rocket science.
No, that ain't rocket science. The thing is, if you look at the way he did it, right, and then you look at the other teams, everybody did a little different. You don't have to go get the Georgia players because if you look at the if you look at the Rams, for example, they didn't. They put together their team from multiple schools, big and small. I
But they
mean,
didn't have no pick. I told y'all
Yo.
that year the Eagles had they got after they won the Super Bowl that year.
Mm,
They traded out a couple pieces and got an extra and had three ones. I think they was like
that
two of
is
them was
right.
like
They had
back to
three
back.
one
They
yep,
had
yep,
three
yep.
ones. Then they
in the
traded
top
again.
15. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they got one of them picks from the Saints, and so then they had a high pick the next year. You see what I'm saying? That's what turned that team around
Yeah,
Because
it
that
right
was
did.
the,
there
It
in
did.
they
with one
retooled.
draft and
Mm-hmm.
retooled. Then they came back up 2 years later and got Carter when they jumped up to number 9.
Because people keep forgetting about Trotter is no longer there.
Oh, the linebacker?
No, excuse me. Who was that lineman they had? That lineman they had. What's it? No, you're right. It ain't Trotter.
Cox,
What's
Fletcher
the
Cox,
linebacker?
Fletcher
Fletcher
Cox.
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 Sorry, Fletcher
Cox
Cox.
ain't there.
Fletcher, Fletcher Cox retired. Yeah,
Yeah, he
after they got
retired
Jalen Carter, and then he ran with them boys for 2 years, and then he
2 years,
retired.
and he moved out the way,
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
and
think
he
about
retired
and
young.
and
think
Jalen
about
stepped
how
right in his
dominant
place.
that guy is. Fletcher
Hmm?
Cox was dominant, man.
That's what I'm
Yes, he
saying.
was.
They got Jalen stepped right in his place. He
Like it was
trained him.
nothing. Like it was nothing.
Hmm. Yeah,
And we
well,
could have
we can't do that, Wally.
think about it. If we stayed it now, we could have had him with Brown. Come on, man. Jesus.
Him and Brown would have been stupid. That'd have been dumb. Two four down tackles. That was dumb. That would have been dumb. Stupid.
That would have been what Washington wanted to do with Payne and Allen.
Payne and Allen.
But it'd have been the better version of it.
That'd have been the better version.
Hmm.
That's what we telling these niggas to do with Graham or Kenneth Grant. Or hell, go go down and get Dion. Trade back and get Dion. Solidify the middle of that defense so you don't get 3,000 put up on you damn again.
Well, they don't
If you're
care
not
about the
gonna go get
run,
a linebacker
No, you don't
that
get
can
it.
step up in the hole,
The run don't
and
matter. You can throw anybody
okay,
in the middle of the defense. Anybody.
go
think
ask
about it. If
Washington
you
did the
take a
run
Mason
better.
Graham, if you take a Mason Graham this year, and you turn around, and you get a guy like a Lander Barton or some type of linebacker in this draft that can go sideline to sideline with a first step, bro, you just alleviated your run problem with Derek
Yeah.
Brown and all them boys.
And you can
It's
get yourself a
simple as
safety.
that.
You can get a safety too. You can get a linebacker, safety, and a lineman. And you start in that order. Lineman,
Yeah.
you know, linebacker, then safety.
But then you got to also get after the quarterback. So you're gonna need to, in with that high second round pick, get an edge rusher that can get to the quarterback fast.
I don't
So
know
you got
about
to
that,
push it
Q.
back a little bit, Wiley.
If I had to go with defensive end versus linebacker this draft, this draft now. I'm not saying defensive end linebacker is better than defensive end. I'm just saying there's some defensive ends when you go to the second round and the third round, they're almost the same.
But
So
Wiley, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. The level of talent that's coming out the linebacker spot is way better than it's been in the last 3 years
Yeah,
since
exactly.
Jack
You
Campbell
right,
them
Q.
draft. So
okay,
You
so
right,
so
Q.
you
you
saying we'll
you
go
Yeah,
defensive
the
end first,
value
outside
the
linebacker, then linebacker, middle.
see,
what I'm
but
telling
no,
you,
but see, go ahead, go ahead.
well, what I'm telling you is knowing that you don't have the same value in the next coming drafts, where you basically you don't want to put
Uh-huh.
middle linebacker to the back. You need to get your guy. Hey, you can get him third round, fourth round, and get a guy. You don't have to reach in the second round. Is what I'm telling you. You can get a third round, fourth round guy, and he'd be just as good as
Yeah.
second round, first round talent next year. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. So
See,
yeah, okay, then I see what you're saying. Then we build in the
and I
middle of
always,
defense.
but I always say, I always use this for what Phil Snow say. And Phil Snow was here 2 years, and that's if this the only thing I got from his ass, this what I got. Big men do not grow on trees. Big men do not grow on trees. They hard to get, and this is a big man draft. And see what's gonna
Hmm.
happen. You're gonna get all these big uglies gonna come out, whether on offensive side or defensive side, and it's gonna push positions like linebacker, wide receiver, cornerback. It's gonna push it down. So you'll be like, well, damn, this dude right here got a such grade on him. What were we doing the other day, Q? In the mock draft. It was
Mm.
like, oh, this third round, this guy here was 78, and we were picking him at 100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
fact.
You see
That's a
what I'm
yeah,
fact.
saying? That's
yeah.
what
But
But
that
see,
that,
that's the thing.
you seeing it on the simulation. On the
That's
that's
the
why
thing.
simulation. It's
you
gonna
be
happen.
patient. You be patient, go. That's why you be
Yeah.
patient. These jokers here act like, oh, just throw a fourth round and fifth round pick at it and move.
Nah.
What the world?
Keep them up. Them motherfuckers gonna be valuable. If we got two fourth round, keep them motherfuckers. If that
So good. I want to
motherfucker
ask you a
Dan Martin
question.
trade them picks, he's a stupid motherfucker. Keep
I
them
want to
motherfucking picks.
I want to ask you a question, go, because this is where we at with this. Jalen Carter. How long did it take him to manifest?
Shit. I say you day one, year two.
2 years.
Year two.
Yeah.
Year two. Now, do you think he's ahead of the curve as a lineman, or he's behind, or do you think that every lineman is going to do the same as he did?
He's
No,
ahead of
no,
the curve.
everybody. That
He's
dude's
ahead of the
special.
curve. He's special. Like
Now,
Wiley just
what
said.
I asked you this question because if we take a Mason Graham, it's not a sexy pick for the Panther fans. What do you think Panther fans are going to do or say when? Because remember, Derek Brown, they wanted to get rid of him after the first year. Remember Panther fans?
Oh yeah,
He went in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
fanatics. These fanatics, man.
So if he come in the first year and you don't immediately see his impact, what do you tell fans?
I
You
can't
don't
tell
tell
him
them that.
nothing, Q. I
You
can't
can't
tell him
tell
shit. I can't
Mhm.
tell him shit.
build your
I can't
team.
tell him shit. Because see, it's just like you just said. Just like you just said. If he don't manifest in that first year or whatever, he didn't get sacks. He didn't get this. That's all they were. I tell him all the time. I said sacks ain't what they said today. Frankie Louvu, right? Dangerous playing that outside linebacker. He played the outside linebacker like an edge rusher. He had eight motherfucking rushes today. He
Mhm.
had eight Q. You understand what I'm saying? From an
Yeah,
outside linebacker, 8 Harrys. That means he got
he's very
Jalen
disruptive.
Hurts very disruptive. He got Jalen Hurts off his spot. He disrupted what they were trying to do. He dissected that play.
But
How
people will
many
say
sacks did he have?
he didn't have sacks, so his impact they don't see his impact.
But see,
But
he been doing it. He been doing it. How many sacks he had with us for 11? 8. You
He
understand what I'm
had
saying?
eight
I don't know how
at
many
a
pressures he had.
middle
You know what I'm
linebacker
saying?
spot. Let that
Yeah,
sink in.
probably had I don't umpteen pressures, just like he did today. Harry's pressures. That's what I'm saying.
But they don't
That
count hurries
counts.
and pressures. They don't count that. Fans
Nah,
don't count
it
that shit.
counts. It
No,
counts.
they don't care about it.
I don't give a damn what they do. I'm telling you what impacts a game, what blows up a game.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I'm telling you.
they don't care about that. They tell me all the time
Game record.
they
You
want to
right,
see
CJ. Game record.
sacks. They want to see sacks because they say Frankie Louver went over to Washington and had a worse year. How that happened when he made the All Pro? Please tell
Yeah,
me that, go.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Just let
I
you
can't tell you.
know the numbers that he put up here were so great that if you put him on a team where he winning, he's a damn All Pro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Give you a little. See,
But
the recipe is a thing. Like I tell y'all all the time, complimentary football. Give a good defense like that, good defense like Kansas City, a good defense like Washington got, a good defense like the Eagles got. Give sprinkle in a little offense. Offense don't have to work so hard. Then they games that the offense is getting ready to carry the defense, and games that defense carry the offense. You know what I'm saying? You still a play like Washington did on special teams. When they did that fake and threw the
hmm
ball. You see what I'm saying? And you in the game. You see that change the tide of the game? They couldn't pull it out. They didn't have quite enough to pull it out, but they stole one. You end up doing stuff like that. See, that's all three phases of the game working.
what the hell is three phases? What is that you speak of?
We'll have to sit down and talk about that a little later. But you know what I'm saying? The night ain't the night.
There is no
They don't
such
know.
thing as three phases. Not on
No, it's
not in
all
Carolina
about the
line.
quarterback. All about the quarterback.
Uh,
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
damn
Okay.
Wiley.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I just felt the need. Like I say, I'm out here. I be working nights, doing my thing out here. So I'm like, okay, let me just get a little gas off my chest. I had gas on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
But
boys feel content?
we will have, I just announced, you know what I'm saying? We will turn up the pressure around here, man. I feel the need, like you just saying, to turn up the pressure. There'll be talks
Mhm.
like this. The Panthers after dark will come back. You know what I'm saying? There'll be talks like this on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Black Cat channel. There'll be talks like this on the Tailgate channel. They turn up the pressure, man. Cause like I said, it's got to be told this year. Buzz
hmm
said no excuses, and I let him off the hook. Cause they said no excuses. They said no excuses this year. And damn dang give me every excuse in the book once again.
Mm.
I was about to say you
Like I
must be
said,
heard them excuses.
yeah.
Hey.
Like
Mm.
I said yesterday. You come to me with that like I told you. Don't bring that bullshit in here. You're gonna have to pay for it. I don't wanna hear it. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay me to talk crazy. You get it one way or other. Like the rest of these motherfuckers. Cash out, super
Yeah, yeah.
chat,
Yeah, yeah.
or bet, you gonna pay me to talk crazy.
hmm That's for damn sure.
Not gonna hear it
Y'all,
this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Man,
Talk crazy. Bet it. Bet it then. Bet it. Bet on your boy. Bet it.
that's the number one word coming out my mouth. Bet it up.
Down right. Bet it.
Bet it
Bet it.
up.
Not
I
gonna
don't
sit
want
there
to
and
hear
let you
shit
talk
but bet.
crazy and reckless. You ain't gonna talk reckless this year. You ain't gonna talk reckless this
hmm
year.
They don't want to, but they're gonna want to. They don't want to do it. It's interesting when you.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
It's interesting when you listen to how other people talk about the players we got rid of.
Yeah, they look at them like stars, superstars. We
Yeah, I
say
know,
they
but we
ain't shit
we
over
call them
here.
trash.
Yeah. Burns just made the most improved player for the Giants. And literally, I think he had like 9 sacks. Over here, we say 9 sacks ain't shit. Over
But
here,
see,
damn near
in this
double
time,
digit sacks is a good thing for an edge rusher.
and I think he was
We
one of the
talk
most
shit about him.
pressure. He was one of the most pressure guys in the league, or some shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was impactful. Like I said, a game record. And y'all know how I feel about Burns. I like Burns. I'm with Burns. That's
I
my
love him.
nigga. That's one of my
I
players.
love him.
But what I'm saying is, it's the same. He impacts the game in so many different ways, and you got to account for him if you're on opposing offense, and
Hmm.
that's where the impact comes in.
Think back to
Not
that practice we had with Aaron Rodgers. Somebody say, Aaron Rodgers say, can somebody put a body on this man?
yeah,
Cause, 'cause he's a problem. Can somebody put a body on him? They didn't want to do it.
he's a problem. And then again, on another
Burns
team
ain't
that
worth
didn't have
30
no
million.
type of offense. Okay,
Burns
no
ain't
type
worth
of offense.
30 million.
Think about it like this: if we had Trevor Wallace with Frankie Louvu, we wouldn't be worried about no doggone linebacker this year.
Well, you wouldn't have took Trevor Wallace because they only took Trevor Wallace to try to fill the spot of Frankie Louvu leaving.
That's dumb.
That's the only reason why they got him.
Yeah, but that's dumb.
Yeah, you should have had them together to pair with. That's why I say we don't do two
Exactly.
things that make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like pairing a motherfucker with somebody else. We don't
Yeah,
believe in
because
that.
if him and Frankie
They
could have
knew
been
this
there,
guy, but Wiley, what was dumb even before? You knew this guy was going into free agency.
Hmm.
Why? Shaq goes down. Frankie slides over there, no problem. Damn near the same. If damn near the same play. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like your linebacker play fell the fuck off because your middle linebacker got hurt. It didn't.
yeah.
So you
Hmm.
say you in your infinite wisdom say, well, we'll wait to the ninth hour
Hmm.
before we lock this contract up. Like, huh?
Like,
Well,
like,
that
like,
that tells me you had no intention of locking them up. That's what that tells me.
I
Huh?
don't know if I don't. Well, I don't know if that's true. I think they were just they didn't realize the value of the player they had.
Wiley,
Wiley, listen to what I'm saying.
he's an all
You
pro on another team. Think
yeah,
think about it.
and plus your starter gets hurt. The outside linebacker slides over.
You need
In
him.
the season. Why
There
didn't
you go.
you sign a contract before he went into free agent? Washington should have never had a chance because you should have gave him a 3 year extension.
True, and
Stupid
they
shit.
could have you could have did that. Had your young guy with him, could have moved on from Shaq. Been done with
But
this.
they never once thought about doing that because that was not the intention, Wiley. The intention was fuck him. He can walk on into He can walk on into free agency. We'll deal with it when we get there. That's how they do shit by the seat of their pants. This is not a
Okay.
thinking forward thinking franchise.
Goat said it. Think,
The man had already said, you can see I'm fucking friends or I follow Frankie Louvu on
Yeah,
Instagram.
me too. I follow him on
Frankie
YouTube and
Louvu
Instagram.
never wanted to leave Carolina. He brought his mama and them over here.
yep,
Never
From
wanted
the
to leave
island.
Carolina.
Hmm.
yep.
For real, straight up. They could have locked him up, bruh, before
Yeah.
all this shit. They sat there and they thought, oh, he ain't going nowhere. And then we'll give him an old bullshit ass contract because he ain't going nowhere.
Well, what it is
No.
we lucked up and found him. The Jets let him go. We lucked up and found him. Then somebody else said, "Oh, you got something valuable. Let me give him some money."
But that's the thing. They didn't feel the need to try to pay him because they felt like we made you. We we were the reason why you're successful. And they don't look at it. See, that's the thing. This is why I don't care for homegrown talents sometimes because you look at him every week and you devalue him every single week, knowing that hey, this is your guy, your pup. You raise it from a pup. You feel like hey, he should take a whatever you give him. You know what I'm saying? This is what you do when you don't truly have respect or admire somebody.
They were talking yesterday, and they were saying the guy out of Dallas, what's his name? The
Jerry Jones,
linebacker.
who you talking about?
The
Oh, you talking
linebacker.
about Micah Parson.
Yeah, they were saying, I'm not saying he's Michael Parsons, but they use him the same way. Yeah, because he's a problem. Frankie's a problem. We knew that.
Yeah, they said Quinn used him the same way he used Michael Parsons over there. We
Yeah.
knew that because that's what I
We
was just
was,
saying. He's an outside
yeah,
linebacker, but they damn near can use him like an edge when he lines up on the outside. He's coming
correct.
and he can
Hmm.
cover.
Hmm.
He can
He can
cover
put his
tight end.
hands in the dirt. He can do everything.
The
Like
funny
I
part
said,
is this. Isn't that the guy Abdul Carter ain't that the same skill set he
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but we drooling over the guy in college, and we got a guy that was here that we could have got at a
That
reasonable price.
manifested and worked out. Because
Yeah,
college players, you never know. Yeah. While it don't make sense to me either, and I got sense to God give a damn Billy Goat. I understand what the fuck going on.
this is the reason why it frustrated me when I hear people saying trade this, trade. They be jumping all over the place. I'm like, come on, man,
uh-huh. Jumping
come
all
on,
over the bull.
man,
When
That's
you
come
that
when you
Nick
got it
on,
right
tri-state
there,
shit. That stupid ass shit.
come on, man.
Trade
It
this,
don't make no
trade that.
sense. It don't
Let's
make no
make 40
sense.
trades. Boy, shut the
Pick
fuck up.
pick the best player to fit your system that's available. You look at your, and guess what? It may be a 2 year plan. So I'm gonna pick this guy here. I'm gonna put a stopgap here, but next year I'm gonna fill that hole.
yeah. Now,
But I'm
but
gonna
but
take
Wiley,
this.
you know what?
Mm,
What you just said? I go along with your plan if you tell me the plan and I can see the value in the plan. Like you
mm.
said, it might be a 2 year plan. Okay, I see. Okay, I rock with you. I see where you at. But what, dude?
Who the
You
hell?
tell my mother telling me, oh, this was a good draft right here. Like what? For real?
That
Seriously?
just tell me they don't know how to evaluate talent though. Because
You
if you're looking
what?
at this draft class and you telling me Xavier Leggett with the
Yeah.
measly 400 and something yards was very good and he's a rookie and he's gonna be better and he gonna get 1,000 sooner or later, you a jackass.
Hey,
You
you
just
remember
you
now?
a straight jackass.
Remember now? Remember you were clowning me with the Mr. Marshall, right?
Oh yeah,
Mr.
Terrence
Mar-
Marshall.
Mr. Marshall had them yards, and we cut
Exactly.
him. We cut him. Say he was trash.
Now be
Yep.
mindful. They hear that. They saw that. They ain't thinking about that though. Wally, you said Terrence Marshall had the same exact numbers in the first couple of years of his career.
Hmm.
You cut him and say he trash, but then you keep Xavier Leggett and say he show promise
See,
with
that's
the
what
same
I'm
damn numbers.
saying.
No, you had to pay Terrence. That's what it was. You had to pay him.
Exactly.
So you draft a fucking rookie is what they did. They think
Yeah,
they trying to slick. You understand what I'm saying? You
yeah,
ain't slick.
but here's the thing, go. They looking for another receiver now, right? If you'd have paid Terrence, you'd have paid him a little bit of money, right? A little bit of money. Then you could have took that 31st pick that you wasted on, oh, and other receiver too. You wasted. You could have had
Mango.
two Mango. You could have had two impact players, and you'd have been done with
Wiley,
this. But I mean, this called looking
you
at
could have
your.
cut that. You could have cut Terrence Marshall. You could have got him the fuck up out of here, just like he did. Call
Mm.
him. Them little numbers that he put up and them little numbers that Leggett put up ain't this shit. You could have went inside that motherfucking draft and got the damn center.
Yeah,
Understand? Then
No,
you
they
could
don't
have
want a
went
center.
and you could have went and got something else with that second pick because they wasn't far and few between. You see what I'm saying? You could have drafted where the hell you was instead of moving all around the board. Now, like I said, going and getting a second pick from the Rams, getting us a second pick. Okay, I'm fine with it. I'm cool. That was the best
mm,
move made.
mm.
You understand? Now we got a second pick in this draft right here.
We may
We got
get.
a we
You know
got a, we
what?
got a day two pick, but
We based on Frankie's play, Chen's play, we may get a draft
Compensatory
pick.
pick.
Yeah, especially
And
Frankie,
well,
because Frankie all pro.
well
I
that's all
would I
right.
wouldn't I wouldn't hold my breath on it though.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's well and fine. You know what I'm
No,
saying? If
because
we
if you
do,
look at the
and
who was that the Chargers are getting two picks based on the guys they lost. We should get the same.
Hell, look at all the players we lost. Bradley Bozeman and all them boys.
No, I'm talking about, and
Vaughn
look at
Bell.
Bozeman starting. That's what I'm saying. All these guys, we got to get at least 2 picks. 'Cause, I mean, they
Was
left
that?
here
But
and
see,
they are
what
impact
was that
players
in
on
the
the team.
contract?
No, this, no,
Well, they
this,
let him
this,
walk.
no. If you was unable to you develop, they call it develop a player, but you weren't able to keep that player that you put that time in, you get draft like Chin and Frankie. We definitely should get it for Chin and Frankie. Maybe not Bozeman, but Chin and Frankie. Yeah,
No, but see, we cut Bozeman.
yeah, but
See,
not Chin or Frankie.
Frankie. Yeah, see, Frankie. I'm with you with Frankie because
You
they
lost him to
offered him
free
a
agency.
contract. You lost in the free agency. Yes.
Yeah, and we lost Chin.
The rest of them, we didn't lose to no free agency.
True,
They
but I'm
just
saying
cut
with
him.
Chin and Frankie. Chin and Frankie.
I don't even believe they offered Chin.
No, they ain't offer Chin shit. They let him walk right
Yeah.
on into free agency. You ain't
Yeah,
getting
he
nothing
had
for
a
Chin.
hundred. He had 117 tackles.
Don't
Oh
say
well.
nothing. We know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We know.
But
117 tackles.
it also showed yesterday though his flaw, and that's the problem when they did
Coverage.
that coverage. Yeah, coverage.
Yeah. I mean, but you know that when you take him, that's why you have another safety beside him
You better have
that's
Yeah.
great in coverage.
free
Over the
safety.
top.
I
You
mean,
better. Yeah. You better have.
yeah,
Yeah. You better have somebody over the top when you talking about him. Now,
You
for
yeah,
use
instance,
him as a
you got to take
strong safety and let him come with run
exactly,
assists.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
I take him and I put him in the box and I play to his strength.
Now, you talking about some niggas on the podcast that's talking like this and understanding the strengths of a nigga on the field. Now, why is it a goddamn GM who paid millions of dollars to do this shit can't figure that out?
Yeah, that is a true statement. It's hard. It's
Eh?
hard to listen to sometimes.
Eh? What the fuck? What are we sitting at when you got a
But
GM who don't know what the fuck he doing?
we got a whole bunch of podcasts that don't talk like this either, though.
Yeah, what? And that's why I don't listen to that dumbass shit they be talking. Hey, you can get who you want, put them on the front line. Look, I stopped listening to these cats, especially some of these cats that ran when the Panthers got bad and they haul ass and then they ran. They now be mindful. That showed me who the fuck you are as a person. When shit gets tough, you run. Now be mindful. You done talk all that damn shit about what Bryce was gonna do and what Bryce was gonna be. And the first chance, when them first two games came and he dropped them shit, you haul ass.
Mm. All
You
right.
haul ass.
Yeah, that's true. And the sad part about it is they back now,
Yeah,
just acting as if they never did it. None of that. It's like
yeah.
how you reconcile that? How you
And
reconcile?
no, they back with the narrative
Look, bro.
of for 10. They said for 10 weeks this nigga played lights out.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Well,
lie.
hell, how the fuck you know when you disappear for the goddamn 8 weeks he been gone? The other 8 weeks, because week 1 and week 2 come, you disappear.
But how can you make the statement that in 10 weeks he played lights out though?
Niggas just be talking. That's what I took from this. That's
Was it
the ultimate.
improved play? Yes. Even I say it was improved play.
Mm,
He cut down the interceptions,
I mean, go. How
footwork.
could you improve from being pure trash? I
I
mean,
yeah.
god
understand.
damn.
I'm trying to give her a
The
little something though, Q. You understand what I'm saying? The
he
Nigga
footwork
was
improved his
was
so
play,
still
bad.
garbage.
Nigga
but
was
he
so bad.
uh
He couldn't even be a competent QB in the league, and they had to bench him.
that is true, Q. He did improve his play. I look. So remember, I kept saying about his feet, right?
Uh,
The games
uh,
that he had bad, like that one game, I can't remember. He had like two good games. And he had the bad game. But I looked
Consistency.
at his feet. I'm constantly looking at his feet. For me, him, if his feet are calm, he plays good. The rest of the stuff, it happens. But when he improved his footwork and his game got better. Did the numbers go up dramatically? No. Turnovers went
Wiley,
down.
Wiley. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Let me tell you something. That boy shell shot, Wiley. That boy shell shot. When you got a front line that can get after the motherfuckers and them and Hunt and Lewis and them boy and Cade Mays and them guys can't stop them boys. You understand what I'm saying? Because Cade Mays is a weakness up there, Brad, and Brady Christensen is a weakness up there, and
No,
Austin
no, no, no,
Fuller.
no, no, no. They getting ready to resign them boy. They not a weakness. Oh no, they the best
Okay,
thing smoking.
okay. So go back, like you just said, like Wiley was alluding to.
Mm.
You go back to them games, that Tampa Bay game where they got our ass up front, the Eagles game, the Chiefs games in the last seconds when them teams got serious. Denver, that Denver game,
The one I want money off of. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
when the Heat, hell, even the Giants game, y'all know how they front was. That's why it ain't happened 126, and they gave Chuba the ball. But anybody that can bring heat, you go look at them feet then.
Under pressure, their feet different.
Go look at them feet then, Wiley.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
That's all I'm saying. And I ain't and I understand what you're saying. But that muscle memory kicks back in. That nigga shell shock, man.
I
Coach,
don't
you
know.
hate them.
I
That's
don't know if
all it
he's. I
is.
don't know if
Okay.
he's shell shocked, but I believe that uh the last 4 weeks or 5 weeks of the season going to help. Hopefully, it helps him. Hopefully, I don't know if that's to be true. Hopefully, it helps him. Uh, but he did play better. Uh, but he also had people don't realize. I don't remember where our offensive line ended up, but that offensive line was pretty doggone good.
Eh, think we end up top 10.
And it was a top 10 overall, not just passing or running. You know, it was well. It was the pass and the run. It was a top 10. Because the one that we had before, where ended the season where two guards got hurt in the game against the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
That was mainly a run offensive line. You
But you
know,
want me to tell you? You want me to tell you how you do that? You bring your corner when you have a good offensive line like that, right? And if you got some corners, and just like you said, safeties that can come up and press and throw that timing off and get them boys up front another second or two, in which he holds that ball so long they can get it. Then he starts to make the mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? That line can only mask what's going on for so long. Not all
Mm.
4 quarters. You understand what I'm saying?
now I don't disagree with
Then,
you, and that's going to be the
then,
development. Yeah.
yeah. Then the mistakes start to happen. The ball starts to float. You understand what I'm saying? An interception or two. Then the nigga start hanging his head. Then, like I said, if they start to touch him or whatever, a fumble occurs or a sack.
He does that whenever he start all that damn running.
Uh huh.
He fine.
Yeah.
He fine if he don't do that running shit. But once he do that, that's his ass. Cause when
Yeah.
they go to hit him, that
But
ball will pop right out.
I see, just like Q alluded to it earlier. These defensive coordinators and these other coordinators and the guys are there, they're so complex and they're so good. That's why a lot of them becoming head coaches and whatnot. You understand? They get
Hmm.
your number, cuz.
Yeah.
That's how. The more he plays, you understand? The more I'm gonna get you. The more tape I got on you. Let that remember to yourself. Yeah, he come back and played pretty good. But guess what? After he played about 2 games, guess what happened then? Lost. So guess what? Oh, we seen what he did the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they'll
Got him.
adjust. Yeah,
Got him.
they'll
Got
adjust.
him.
Huh.
Hmm. That's the thing.
Got him.
Whenever people adjust to him, we don't see adjustments being made by him, nor the coaching staff.
Hmm.
They'll say that shit all day. Well, cause we went in. We said, all right, Canales, this first half that shit ain't been working. Change up what you've been doing. That's
Mm-hmm.
a Okay, I've given Canales a pass this season because of the circumstances. I was hard on Canales last year because I didn't want him as my head coach. I didn't want that motherfucker in here. I watch him game after game not make adjustments, and that told me right there he does not deserve to be my head coach. Because anytime the X's and O's is needed, and you sit back and you wait to see what the fuck is gonna happen, either one, you're saying no matter what I do, this shit ain't gonna change no matter what the fuck I put in, or you saying to yourself, I don't know what the fuck I need to do. So that for me, if Canales is saying, okay, well, I concede. I got a problem with that. If
Mm.
your coach is conceded in the middle of the game, you done for, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of it is with Canales. Either he just concede or he just gave the fuck up with Bryce. And like I said, the adjustments and the shit that he's supposed to be trying to make.
Well,
I,
I think that he figured out what the guys the year before figured out. The young man needed to be humbled, and I
how
think
much?
that humbling allowed him to actually uh, understand that. Look, dude, this ain't forever. Either you listen, right? Either you listen, or we're gonna move on from you. That's just the way it is. It is probably the first time in his life he was told that.
Niggas was loving Canales up to the point he benched Bryce. they
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
were loving
But
him. They
Yeah.
were
but think
loving him up
about it,
until
Q.
that point.
Q, we probably could
Canales
have had
ain't
a better
shit.
season the first year. What I told you, what I tell you the first game.
Ah,
I said bench Bryce. I said he ain't listening. Bench him.
once he
No,
once he
no,
said
no,
what he
no.
didn't want to do with his wrist and all that wristband and
Yeah.
shit.
he still didn't do it. He still didn't do it. He
Once he
still
said
wasn't
that
wearing the
shit right
wristband.
there, I said to myself, "Oh boy, you got a
Y'all don't
quarterback that
understand.
coming out who think he know more than the coach.
He
Yeah,
still
there's something
wasn't
wrong
doing
with
it.
this.
He still didn't wear it. And they was getting the plays
Arrogance."
in late. They was getting the plays in late. And Canales, you remember Canales took uh the blow for it? Talking about, oh, that's on me, this and that sometime. No, it ain't. That nigga won't put that wristband on.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He steady was covering his ears and shit, trying to hear that shit through that motherfucking helmet.
Oh, that's because that's the way he's been taught in Alabama. He don't know no other way, and he don't want to learn no other way. See, that right there is what you're looking at. The fact that he said, "Nah, fuck that, I don't want to do it," is the bigger problem for me because it's telling me I got a quarterback that's not open to change. I got a quarterback that's hard to understanding and learning, and
Yep.
that tells me he gonna struggle.
Yep.
He gonna struggle,
Yep.
and I'd be damned if that motherfucker didn't struggle.
True
I'm,
statement.
I'm gonna tell you this. I said this when I come on here. You go back and you look at these other teams that was in this playoffs this year,
Mm-hmm.
and especially on the AFC side. So you got to beat them boys in the Super Bowl. They ready. They there.
Hey,
Some of them
hey,
teams just
go.
take little tweaking or whatever. They ready. They there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have a question, Go.
Yeah.
Name me the number one receiver, not good receiver, the dominant number one receiver the Kansas City got.
I guess you could say Xavier Worthy.
And he
Really?
drops balls.
Okay, name me the dominant number one receiver that the Bills got.
Well, when you the quarterback and you that guy, you don't need a number one receiver. And you said that last night, Wilder.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And they
know, but what
don't
I'm saying
because
is,
Keon Coleman.
he,
They drafted Keon Coleman to be that guy, and he didn't even play today.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, if you got really good receivers, right, really good tight ends, really good players, right,
Hmm.
at every position, do you have to have a top five? Because remember now, DJ was top 10. That ain't dominant enough. They want
DJ
they
who?
want a Justin Jefferson. They want the guy.
DJ who?
Come
Not the
on,
DJ they just told us on the live. DJ wasn't shit when he was with
what?
us.
Come on, man. The numbers bear it out. Come on, man. Y'all don't listen to them.
Okay, he might have had 1,000 yards with everybody, but they say he wasn't shit.
Come on,
I
man.
Well,
I can't understand it.
What it was is, and it's true. Was he top five? No. Was he top two? No. But he was top 10.
but
I
this
watched
the
this
this
nigga
the, the here's the thing
take
right
off
here
with the
with that.
Bears.
What you just said though, Wiley. That's when you was cooking right there. Josh Allen went to the wire, and there ain't no receiver over there to speak of.
No.
Not to play today.
No. And if you think about it, Kansas City, all the receivers they had other than Worthy, right? These guys got cut by other teams. You know what I
So
mean?
right there on them two teams, on them two teams, it's just like what I was saying. Them damn quarterbacks is elite.
Yeah.
Them two quarterbacks is elite.
Thank you, Goat.
Lamar,
Mm.
Lamar, elite.
Hmm.
So they ain't no. I mean, they ain't no motherfucking.
No, now hold up. Now Zay Flowers a bad motherfucker. Now
He's
hold
a
on.
bad
Zay
boy now.
Flowers a
He's a bad
bad, but he's
boy.
a bad motherfucker. But you, Wiley was just. Is he Justin Jefferson?
No, no.
No, but he's still top five.
Is
No,
he?
he
Nigga top
ain't.
five
Don't
right
nobody
now.
top five in the league.
That
Nah.
boy's electric.
He is electric, but he ain't no dominant like receiver. He's a guy
So let
that
me
can.
ask you a question then, Wiley.
Yeah.
You got Zay Flowers, and you got a average quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zay Flowers going to enhance that team or hurt that team?
Oh, you're gonna enhance that team.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, all right,
but
okay.
this is my thing too. You put Zay Flowers now. Once again, you put Justin Jefferson. You put press man on Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson gonna
Oh,
beat
all
He
day,
gonna beat that shit
probably.
like a bass
all
drum.
day. He's looking
Okay,
at you
thank
like
you.
what?
That's what. Okay,
God
so
dare you put a
now
one man on
now
me.
you take that motherfucker average quarterback and Justin just made this nigga look like a shit god. You understand? God,
Sam Donald. Sam Donald.
God, Sam Donald. Okay, now you put Zay Flowers on there, and you put him on press man. He's not
No,
gonna beat it every time,
no,
Q.
he ain't gonna do that. No, he ain't doing that.
Not every
That's what I'm.
time, but what I'm saying is Zay
So
Flowers is
basically,
such an
you trying to say
accomplished wide receiver.
he'll be DJ.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're gonna
He's
have to
solid. He's gonna
put
be
Justin.
solid around.
He'll be
He'll be
DJ. That's what I'm
solid,
trying to tell
but
you.
you'll have to put him in a scheme, and they'll have to give
No,
him a
no.
touch. Yes, they will, Q.
Off of talent alone, that boy they
Yes,
would
they.
still be able to
No,
get 1,000 yards.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
They gonna
he'll
have.
be DJ.
Okay,
He'll
okay,
be DJ.
okay. I don't know who go think he talking about.
No,
You're
He
gonna
must
have
be
to
thinking he
line him
talking.
up.
he'll have
You're
DJ
gonna
boy
have to
numbers.
line
Yeah.
him up. You're gonna have to put him in traffic somewhere to get that man up off
You
of
looking
you.
at him like a slot receiver. That boy is speedy enough, shifty enough to
Mm-mm.
beat a lot of corners in his league.
I'm sitting here telling you,
You're
man,
not giving him the
that
respect that he do. You watch
I'm
this
saying,
boy. The only reason why he hurt himself last year was because mentally he hurt his own self. That's the only reason why he didn't achieve greatness last year. You saw this boy be in a game where he single-handedly took over a goddamn AFC championship game.
Mhm.
Took it over. Every
yeah,
play, every
because
touch, he was that guy.
Yeah,
They
I
but
didn't
couldn't
he
do a
call him.
damn
also,
thing with him.
I
but
did
he
not call
also
him
got
garbage.
this
I
what he
said
playing
I
with.
called him. What I'm saying is I said he wasn't gonna do that every time like Jefferson. So
But
True.
therefore,
you
no.
haven't
What
seen
I'm saying
Justin
is
Jefferson in an AFC championship high stakes game
my
do
point.
the shit
It
that you
don't matter.
see
This
Zay
is what
Flowers do.
Justin Jefferson gonna do that in any game. He
I'm
gonna
just
beat that
saying,
nigga in any game.
we know what he is, but we've seen Zay Flowers in the playoffs. We haven't seen Justin Jefferson in the playoffs like that
Yeah,
Well,
I understand what you're saying,
that
Keith, but
that's well and
when it
fine.
matters the
I just
most.
I say, and I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is the point that I was trying to make is you got them three right there: a Lamar, a motherfucking Josh, and a Mahomes. That's next level and making them receiver. You understand? With some
Mm-hmm.
young guys right there that you got to beat in this league to get to where you want to get to. You come down here and you already got Jalen Daniels, Jalen Hurts, shit, we'll put the Brock Purdy's and the damn Goffs and the rest of them niggas in there. You understand?
Mm.
And as you talking, if you were talking Carolina Panther football, oh, I heard a lot of
Mm.
background noise. Q. You got a lot of background. You got a lot of background.
Well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was putting some shit up.
Yeah, I got
So
you, man.
if you're counting Carolina Panther football,
Mm-hmm.
if you're talking that for right now, then you're a long ways off, Wiley, and that's why you have to figure in that you got to go get this extreme talent at wide receiver.
Yeah, but the thing about
To,
it, what I'm saying is, if you take, because they got some good receivers in this draft, right? Good receivers, not like what I'm saying is in the second, third round, fourth round, even good receivers that could help you if you personally. Man, I like that tight end. I'm trying to remember what school he was at. That joker had 1,500 yards.
LSU,
No, no, no,
LSU.
no, not no, no. The small school guy.
Oh, you thought what about y'all say Green? Yes, sir. Like I said, I ain't up on him. I'm trying to tight end for LSU. Now I'm up on him.
Nah, the dude. I'm trying. I sent it to you. I watched like the breakdown on him. Boy, that young man is 6 foot. I think he's 6'3", 6'3" or 6'4". He had 1,500 yards.
Bowling Green, HA, relaxing talk sports say from Bowling Green.
Yeah, that see there he is. See now that guy with Sanders and a good
But see,
receiver.
but see, listen. What I'm telling you, why I'm gonna tell you this right here. They're not looking at that because guess what? They're gonna stick with Tommy until time to pay him. I'm
It's,
telling you.
it's time to
I'm
pay
telling you.
Tommy.
No, Tommy don't get paid the next year.
Yeah, but you still need a third one.
They're not gonna fuck with that. I'm telling you, they're not gonna do that.
Oh, that's dumb.
They're not gonna do that, Wiley.
That dude there, that dude is like,
I would have ushered in another tight end and
They're
have
not
it
gonna do it.
already where Tommy Trimble could walk on out the door.
They're
yeah,
not gonna
You
do
get
it.
what I'm
They're
saying?
not gonna do it. If
he can get a
anything,
block.
I'd be surprised. Y'all, real talk, real talk. As bad as we saying we need a tackle or we need a defensive end, no brainer for us. It won't surprise me at all if they get that wide receiver with that 8. Won't surprise me. And then come back down and try to make some moves between
Try to get
second
an
and
edge
third.
rusher.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I won't be surprised because
So you saying Ted
y'all know
McMillan
what
or
they're
Luther
doing.
Borden could be a Panther?
Could be
One
a
of them
Panther
two.
because
Yeah, but
y'all know
that's
what they're
wrong, man.
doing. Y'all
I'm
know what
telling you
they're
like
doing.
this.
Y'all know what they're
Eh,
doing.
if you look at the game, right? You look at the game, and I know Bowling Green. You say the competition, blah blah blah. Oh, when old boy played two playoff teams, college playoff teams, he had 133 and 147 yards and was dominating those people,
Hmm.
dominating them. And he looks better than Tech. He's about the same size. One play tight end and one play receiver.
But let me tell you something, Dope Wilder. For the last 3 to 4 years, what has the media has guided this fucking team?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Media made motherfuckers and people talking outside noise or whatever has made Xavier Leggett is here because of Bryce Young daddy. Period. Period.
That is
Period.
true.
I
That
ain't
is
even getting
true.
into that shit right there.
Period.
I'm not even
Hmm.
getting
Period.
into.
Well, what you also
Bryce
got is you
Young,
got
Bryce Young is here because of the media. Period. And Tampa. Period. Let's call a spade a spade. Call
well,
a spade a
you're not
spade.
lying. You're not lying, but you also got to
Okay.
think. Okay, you
Now,
talking about traditional
this is the
media?
thing.
I'm talking about
No,
podcasters too now.
I'm telling you that now. Fuck the podcasters. I'm talking about ESPN, national media, this and that. If national media keep pushing Ted McMillan, you understand what I'm saying? The
That's who you're gonna end
Carolina
up with.
Panthers, yeah, the Carolina Panthers are gonna say this right here. Now we're talking about the podcasters because
Yeah.
this is what you do every day, talk about podcasts. Okay, you start thinking like them in the fan base. Oh shit!
I just
If
want
we
to see
have just a,
touchdown.
oh yeah, I just want to see touchdowns, or such and such went toe to toe with this guy and this guy. Oh, we was in uh the Eagles game. Oh, we was in the Kansas City game. Now when me and Q first started talking, that wasn't the same two teams that we played. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Eagles had 7 fucking
Clearly,
penalties when they played against us. When they had, how many they had today?
I
You
ain't got the
feel me?
stats up in front of me.
Okay then. But they didn't have no damn 7. I bet you
No,
that.
no, no.
I bet you that.
Nah, they played. They realized they had to play a damn near perfect game to get out here and
Okay.
do what they had to do to
Okay.
get to the damn Super Bowl.
Okay. My point. My point. My point. My
Yeah,
point.
I'm just telling you so you can understand, Goat, that you're in a position now where the media runs the team. I hope
True
you know
statement.
it.
True
When
statement.
social media and these podcasts who get out here and open their dumbass mouth and and don't know what the fuck they talk about. Like I said, they never played, they never understood what the fuck is going on, and they open and having an opinion on something that it's crazy because if you don't know football, like prime example, go. If I don't know how to cook, do you think I'd be around here teaching cooking classes
No,
if I didn't know how to cook?
no.
Well,
But
yes,
But
you would. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Like you said, in today's society and this and that, if you was this out and about motherfucker, you'd have a cooking show if you wanted it. You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You have a
Even
cooking
though you
show, man.
couldn't cook.
Yeah.
Nigga
Lord
can't
have
cook, but
mercy.
he end up with
Personality,
Martha
baby.
Stewart.
Personality.
You see what I'm saying?
Personality,
Lord
baby.
have mercy. Well,
Yeah.
and,
Personality,
First,
and,
baby.
and
like
you see
White
where
just
we
said,
at
first
then.
ballot. First ballot. Yeah. Same shit, Q.
You see where we at, dog. Then you got a bunch of motherfuckers who talking about the game who don't understand the game. Just like I
Thank you.
told you earlier, they can't tell you what a goddamn A gap, B gap, C gap. They can't tell you a zero tech. They can't tell you the difference in players. People didn't even know that there was a difference in D tackles and what they
Yeah,
do on the field. People
yeah,
didn't even know that, but they got
yeah.
an
I
opinion.
remember that show. I remember that
Yeah,
show. I remember
You,
that show.
you you come
But
on here, you talking and telling me what a D tackle should be getting sacks, and you don't know that the difference in his tackle for losses is what he's supposed to be, premised on.
but Q,
Uh,
what they don't realize is this. Say if you're lucky, right? Say if you're lucky, you get a Carter, right? That's an all around defensive tackle, right?
uh,
Those guys are generational, right? Normally, what you end up with one that's a penetrator and one's a run stopper, and you need both because the penetrator obviously he don't
Opens
have the
up.
skill set. He don't have the skill set as a run stopper. He don't have the
No,
base.
exactly. He
He
don't
don't
have the
have the base.
size. He don't have. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
His
yeah. That's
lower
right.
body is not as
Yeah.
strong as that penetrator. Normally, the penetrator is you can get slim and get in there and beat those guards, right?
Hmm.
Whereas
Mhm.
the run stopper, he can drop that anchor, and you ain't running that way. And that's what we have. We have Star. We had a short.
K1
Okay,
short.
sure.
Yeah, but they didn't realize they complemented one another. So what they end up doing, they end up getting that guy in the bottom of the first round,
You
and
talking about Brandon Butler?
yeah, and Brandon Butler, all Brandon Butler was, he was neither one of those guys. He was
Neither
like
one.
he was a okay tackle.
A rotational tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the thought process with getting Vernon Butler was to not pay Star.
yeah, but
That's that
you
that.
didn't draft a star type player though.
But that's the thing. If you're going to do that, you got to get a guy that could replace the production that you're seeing from Star, and he didn't do that. They went and got a guy who did a little bit of pass rush and a little bit of run stopping.
Uh huh.
He didn't
Uh huh.
He's a jack of all trades, a master of none,
And
and
that's the
that's
problem.
that's the thing. You got a motherfucker who just specializes in doing this and that, just cleaning up shit.
He's a rotational player.
There
He's
you
a
go.
rotational player. He's a good rotational player. Cause you might come in there and like, goddamn, Bernie Butler got a sack. Damn, Bernie Butler was in the backfield on a tackle. Then you don't see him no more.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't
Damn
see him
sure
more.
don't.
That motherfucker might be explosive, raise a hell in 1 quarter. Then you don't see him no more. But see, a Starla Tulele was
But
the
Every
master of
play.
his trade. Every play, he's holding anchor across the
it,
defensive line.
that
He's
ain't sexy
drawing
though.
double
Go
team
go. That
across
ain't
the defense.
sexy. Go. That ain't
I don't
sexy.
give a
Go.
fuck, but if you know football and you're trying to build a team, you know the non-sexy motherfucker position and you know the sexy position. That's what we paying you to be a general manager for.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and that just shows me once again, Dan Morgan is not that guy. Fans are giving him a pass because he is clearly a former player and they love him. He's beloved in the Panther
there you
community.
go. There
And
you
so
go.
once you put that shit to the side and actually look at everything he has done so far, he has done he has fucked the team up even worse than what it was before he even got here. Because at least at one point in time last year we had a defense. We
Hmm.
ain't got no fucking defense this time. Since he's
Uh,
gotten
And
here,
when I
he has
said
fucked the shit up.
when I
we
said
lost
when I
two
said
Pro Bowl
Wallet
players.
GMing, nobody knew what the fuck I'm saying. That was Wallet GMing what he did. He overpaid for Hunt and
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah.
So who couldn't do that when you was gonna say, well, fuck it, I'm gonna pay him whatever? Is agent come in there and said New York said he was worth 13 to 15, and they said, fuck it, you want it? I'm not paying it for you. I go get a boy from Green Bay, and that's what they did. But we
Hmm.
say, fuck, you want to 15? I give you
But
20.
I'm gonna put this in perspective. That Giants regime is looking more and more like a bunch of idiots. The more Saquon run that fucking football, the more they look like a bunch of jackasses over there.
But you
Letting
can't
that
put
some
yourself.
bitch go.
I understand that, but with Saquon Barkley, right? Okay, put Saquon back on that team. Q. And
Oh, you
what?
put Saquon
I
back on that
mean,
team, they win 10 games probably. And with that defense. Because that
no,
run,
no,
yes, that's just the impact of
no,
Saquon.
not with no
Go,
quarterback. Not with
go,
no quarterback.
go. Listen. Stop all that damn hollering. Listen to me for a
Not with
second.
no quarterback, Q.
If you
No.
just listen,
Go ahead.
the run game opens up so much. Once again, you looking at Jalen Hurts. It's the impact of they couldn't get over the hump last year without a run game. This year they in the Super Bowl. That's the Saquon Barkley effect. And you get a good defense. Because think about it, that defense of the Giants ain't too far away from that Philly defense. If you think about it, they were leading the league in sacks. So if you get a good defense and then you put a running back like Saquon, who is generational, 2,000 yards, and then you look around, you could get me or you to play quarterback and get out there and make some shit happen and win 10
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, but you got to look at this, Q. That offensive line that Philly rebuilt, offensive line pretty good. That look at the guy they got from the Jets, right? Was it Beckler or whatever his name? That big old guy. What's his name? I can't remember right now, but he's an offensive lineman. He was left tackle when the Jets drafted him. They got him at right tackle,
Yeah,
and
he's versatile enough.
yeah, but he wasn't good at left. But at right tackle, he's a monster. I'm
Who you
just
talking
telling
about?
her
Who you talking about again?
the right tackle for Philly.
Mm,
He
man,
was the Jets drafted
The Giants got a
him.
decent enough team. They got Evan Neal and them boys over there and Matthews and shit like that on their
We
offensive line.
talking
Mm-hmm.
defense.
Where
I'm
they
talking about the
what
offensive line is not good. Go ahead.
what offensive line is not good? The Giants
The
offensive
Jets.
line is decent. Wally, have you
It's
seen the Giants
decent.
offensive line?
Q is
Okay.
decent, but what I'm
Okay.
saying is,
Okay, Q.
you had a
Uh,
Daniel Jones, and it's almost like John, the GM said, man, I'm not paying 40 million. The biggest thing what he wanted out of they wanted Daniel Jones to fuck up out of there. So he
but
cut
go.
off his motherfucking hand.
You do not
You see what I'm
blow up
saying?
the
Despite his
entire
motherfucking arm.
franchise. That's the bonehead move he made right there. He blew up
You
the
feel me?
entire
No,
franchise
I
gambling.
don't see it as bonehead if you was able if they finish at number 2 or number
Go.
1 and they end up
Your
getting that guy.
love. Your love for Joe Shane clouds how stupid of a
Now, why?
fucking
Now,
move that was.
see. Now you sounding like some of these other motherfuckers out here talking about I love
No,
Joe
I
Shane.
say,
What I'm
I say
saying
your
is,
love for
go
Joe
ahead.
Shane as a GM, what? Cause had this been Dan
God,
Morgan make that move that he made, if you fucking listen, maybe you could hear.
you keep saying my love for Joe Shane. I'm asking you how the fuck I love Joe Shane.
Literally, listen to what I'm saying. Joe Shane is a average GM. He is not a good GM. He is not a great GM. He made questionable moves that hurt his franchise. Every time you look, he made bonehead move after bonehead move, whether that be the cornerback situation, whether it's the defensive situation that he made stupid moves. Then on top of that, we knew that Daniel Jones wasn't the guy 2 years ago. It took this motherfucker this long to say, well, let me put this on the table with Daniel Jones and see what he is, because I don't want to pay him $40 million. Wait, bitch, you put yourself in that position. Once again, another bonehead decision. You should have not been paying that guy that. But you paid him off of that goddamn playoff game he won. Stupid. Now, I told you this before. Okay, go ahead and make whatever excuse you want to make for the man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because it's hypocritical for you to sit here and judge Dan Morgan on the stupid moves he make, but then the stupid moves that Joe Shane make, you sit here and act like it's, oh, well, you had to do that. You had to do this. You had to do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make whatever excuse you want to make. Go ahead.
What I just said, that ain't no excuses when you just said what I said. In situation, you had to do that. Situation Dan Morgan come into, Dan Morgan could have blew the shit up because just like I just said,
Wiley.
like I said
You
before,
still
it
there?
was a two. You talking about a two-win team, so you could have blew
Wiley.
that
Yeah, I'm
up.
here. I'm here.
Now let me
You
ask you a
just talking
question.
about a team that just
He
won
talking about
a playoff
situation.
game.
Hmm.
This team just won a playoff game. Did they have to pay Daniel Jones right then?
No, no.
Exactly. That's the point. Gold ain't fucking
How
thinking
didn't they?
about.
How didn't they, Wiley? How didn't they,
They
Wiley?
extended. They
Because they
extended this
knew
motherfucker.
they
You
knew
extend it.
that.
Okay, Wiley.
He was not
We
on
say
his
this
fifth
all
year
the time.
option. Oh my
We
god.
say this all the time. We say this all
Uh,
the time. If you go in there and you say, okay, well, shit, it's a thing, just like the Sam Donald thing of
Nah,
get him the fifth year option. Same thing.
nah.
You don't want the motherfucker to go to the
You
market.
don't make that move from a guy that was
You're not
predicated
looking at it
off
once
of the
again. You're
run game.
not looking at it at the business term. You're looking at it as the playing term. You still got to look at it as the business term. You're
He
talking
was
about a general
terrible,
manager.
Gold. What the fuck is you talking about? The ball was terrible, and you sitting here trying to make an excuse for him.
It's
Whoopsie
not an
daising into a.
excuse.
Okay, fuck it.
How
Go
I'm
ahead.
making
Go
an
ahead.
excuse?
I'm not
I'm
arguing
talking
with you.
about the
I'm not
business
arguing.
term.
I'm not
I'm
arguing
talking
with
about
you.
the
You looking
business
at
term.
money, and I'm trying to tell you he was not a good player to
You
give the
got to
money in
look
the
at both
first
of them.
place.
You're the general manager. If you're talking about from a general manager, you got to look
Anyway,
at the
go.
play and you got to look at the money
We
for the
appreciate it.
team.
I get your last words. Go and get your last words, because you being a jackass right now. You're not
You been a
listening.
jack. You been a jackass. You been a
You being
jackass.
a pure
For
T
real.
jackass. You're not
You're not
listening.
GMing. You're talking about
No,
the
you
playing
talking out the
term.
side of your ass. Because
No,
if you listen to what you saying,
Wiley,
and
be the
you
third
listen,
guy. Come in, Wiley. Come in with a third
why,
guy, Wiley. Come in as the third guy,
He's
Wiley.
not even putting it into look at Daniel Jones' numbers that got him to the point of them paying him. It was
I,
terrible, horrendous numbers. He
I,
should have never been paid in the first place.
true Q. Here's the thing, and I understand Goat's perspective.
He won't acknowledge that.
No, I think he does, but what he's trying to say is, you got a quarterback, and you don't know if this guy say he turns the corner. So you have hope in your coach, right? That he can make him turn the corner. If you could do that, and your coach is remember now, the coach is probably in there talking too. Do you take and do that, or you pay a running back? And everybody say you don't pay a running back.
You don't pay a
Everybody,
running back unless he's a
That
generational
that
talent.
I don't disagree
Wiley.
with you.
Wiley saying Q. You
I
look
know
at
what he's saying. I don't need no
That was
damn
Brian Dable.
translator.
That was Brian Dable. No, he
No,
just said
I don't
that
need
was
no
Brian
damn
Dable's first.
translator.
That was
I heard
Brian
exactly what
Dable's
he
first
said.
year. Will you listen? Will you listen? That was Brian Daboll's
Stop
first
talking
year,
crazy.
and he got the boy to the and the boy got came to the playoff. That was the best year he ever had since he's been a Giant. When Daboll came in the first year, so it's just like Wiley just said. The GM is thinking, well, damn, this coach and QB combination, he turned the corner. We pay him because you don't have
What
time to sit there and
you
say,
you
I'm gonna
buying
sit
you're
here.
buying low. They were trying
Thank
to
you,
buy low,
thank you.
and the gamble
Okay,
didn't pay
you buy
off.
low.
Now, what
And
they
I'm not
where they
making them excuse
failed
for
though,
it,
Q,
but
is
in the
this.
Buy
business
low.
game, you have to do that.
Yeah,
And all
they
you
bought
did
low, but
was
the
make a
problem was
mistake.
well, the
Make
problem was
mistake
this:
after mistake.
they should have signed both of them. What they should have did, because you're right, you had a generational running back, and they should have signed both of them. The problem was, or is, the whole league had been saying until this year, you don't sign a running back, you replace
Well,
him.
and once again, when do you listen to the media? Because I keep telling you,
No,
and this
no,
is
it ain't
what
just the media. It ain't just the
go.
media. It's
Wiley, Wiley,
go ahead.
Wiley. Stop that shit, Wiley. When you got a generational talent at running back, you sign a Christian McCaffrey, you sign a Derrick Henry, you sign a Saquon Barkley. You do not sign a Chuba Hubbard. You do not sign a just average motherfucker. Once again, he missed the bid because he forgot how he got in the situation
I,
of
I,
having a successful offense,
I have
and
a
that's
question
having
too.
Saquon. Go ahead, go ahead.
Is Alvin Kamara on the same level as Christian?
No, his
But it's
impact to me is no way next to, but he paid like it.
yeah, but what I'm trying, you're right. That what I'm saying is, if you listen to people, they'll say he is. Which anybody that actually
And I
does a
keep
film
telling
study will
you,
tell you they're
these
not.
dumb ass niggas I don't listen to.
You gotta do some film study because if you look at the film and you'll see how the defense adjusts to Christian. They don't adjust to Alvin Kamara. They don't change their defense based on
Wiley,
him. Yeah, go
Wiley,
ahead.
why would I now be mindful? If I got an Alvin Kamara, first of all, I wouldn't have that type of guy because he's not a all around back for me. First of all, he really relishes in catching out the backfield. So for me, that's a no for me already right there. I got a guy that whenever I need to pass the rock off to him, he can't go and give me the yards I need. So I wouldn't pay him. Saquon Barkley is a different thing. He's generational. He's electric. He can every run that he take, you might hold your breath because he might do something exceptional. You get
True.
what I'm
May take
saying?
it to the house. May take it to the house.
He may take it to the house every single play. Joe Shane had the opportunity of having that within grasp, and he said, "Fuck it, I'll let it walk." You dumb son of a bitch.
AQ.
You
We'll
should
say
have
it like
never been
Q.
in that position.
Q, I don't doubt you, but think
But
about it like this.
Q, without a
We just let
quarterback, and I
I'm not going
understand
down
what
this
you
road.
saying, what you keep
I'm not going
saying,
down this road.
that the
If you don't
running back.
understand what I'm saying, I'm not even going down this road with you.
now
You
go.
show me a team this year now with the new way that we play fucking football, where a running back on the running back, and don't say the Eagles with Saquon. They still use Jalen at times.
Yes.
Jalen got them through the game.
Yeah.
Saquon did not take them motherfuckers where they at right now. Not solely.
No.
Not solely. It was based on that defense,
Wiley,
Saquon, and Jaden
Wiley, why is this nigga still trying to argue
together.
this point?
You just don't
Why is
want
he
to
still
hear
trying
it.
to argue this point? I'm
And
over
it's
it.
just, so you're looking at the shit
I'm
and
over
just
it.
sign it.
I'm over it. I'm not
he can.
going back down that road.
Well, that's
We
fine.
good. We good. Go. The thing. I think there's a combination between y'all 2 points. Personally, I understand both points of view. It's just unfortunately when you have somebody jumping off the screen like these like say Christian, uh, uh, Barkley, and also Mr. Henry.
Henry, and yeah.
You only got like 4 or 5 of those guys that jump
Them the
off the
only
screen.
niggas you pay. You do not pay nobody else.
There you go. And you when you if you have one of them, you pay them. Like for example, look at us, right? We got defense got uh just yeah. That's all. But
Yeah, yeah.
what we do, we had guys that were proven that 2 of them are Pro Bowlers playing on other teams now this year. And we're sitting there talking about drafting the same player. This is just dumb.
Yeah, well, I tell you, our GM is on the same level as Joe Shane when it comes to stupidity because of the stupid moves that he has made. He has put himself, played his hand. He got a handful of spades, and he just reneged on every chance he got. He don't know how to play his hand. Once again, when you have a Saquon Barkley type of talent in your hands, in your grasp, and you take this guy and say, fuck him, I'm going to let him walk because I want to see what the quarterback is going to be. You knew what the fuck the quarterback was from the goddamn start of the year. He's been the same pile of shit, horse manure he's been.
You,
That
I
Daniel
got a
Jones ain't changing
See,
nobody's mind.
already, you can't talk to him now, Wiley, because he done took a position. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He ain't gonna fucking listen. So
Wiley, Wiley,
Yeah.
Wiley.
Mm,
I ain't
he ain't gonna
listening to
goddamn
dumb
listen.
shit today.
It's the
That's what I
same.
call it. Stupid
It's the
shit.
same shit.
I'm
It's
not
the
trying to
same
hear that
shit
stupid
as
ass shit.
Christian McCaffrey goes over to San Francisco with a better fucking QB, and why he become the fucking
yeah.
running back of the year,
He
Yeah.
was the running
right?
back of the year already over here.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He was a top
Not with
five
no,
running back
not with
here.
no QB. We did not have no QB, and he was the same
Wiley,
Christian McCaffrey that last
Wiley.
year that he was with us, that he
Yeah, but
was
he
in
Statistically,
fucking San Francisco.
statistically,
No,
what
the
was
fuck he
Christian
wasn't.
McCaffrey when we traded him?
yeah, he was top five, but he became number one.
Exactly.
But he became number one
He
there.
became number one there, but he was top five here. Go act like he don't even remember the nigga was top five here. He was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good fucking running back. That's how he got the 16 million in the first place.
Christian McCaffrey became Christian McCaffrey was a whole different Christian McCaffrey from the year that he left us
Okay.
to the year that
All
he went
right.
to the motherfucking
Okay.
San Francisco.
All right.
Because you got the rest
Sure.
of them pieces
Sure.
that was
Sure. Sure.
around him.
Sure. 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 Sure.
A running back cannot single-handedly. All we had was Christian McCaffrey on that side of the ball. What did he give us when the year before when he was 85 fucking percent of our offense? When we sat there and let Cam go to say we're gonna put it on the back of a running back. What did that
Now,
get us?
go. I got you. Here's the thing.
You
Here's the
didn't
thing.
have the team built correctly. And
Here's
you
the
should
thing,
know
though.
that of all people. You
Here's
act
the thing,
like
though.
you leave
If-
this and that out, and you act like you don't understand English.
Well, that would have
Personally,
been
Come
the
on,
same thing with Saquon in New York.
just say the dumbass nigga fucked up.
no,
He
no, we
fucked
messed up.
up.
No, we messed
That's
up.
all
We
I'm saying.
know what I'm
That'd have
saying.
been the same thing with Saquon in New York. Saquon a different animal in Philly because all the
Saquon
pieces
was
are there.
the
He
entire
was
offense over
he
there.
was the same thing. He was the same thing there. The problem was this. That last when he hurt himself and he came back, the offensive line wasn't good. The offensive line was good, so they were all in the backfield. He
I
time to
agree.
hand the ball off them.
I agree. That means we didn't have the pieces
Yeah,
to feature no running back.
Okay,
but hold on, go.
ain't
Here's
gonna let you get nothing out now.
this, so watch this go. So this is my problem. The way we build teams is if we just took a tactical pause and say build out what you need, right? We could have kept some of these players like DJ. We could have kept Brian Burns, Frankie. We could have kept some of these players. But what we've been doing is we try to fill that immediate gap and looking at it from a long term perspective. We don't plan past let's eat breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's like what is this?
Hmm.
We need we it's like, man, come on, stop doing all this knee jerk stuff.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is Joe Shane is a jackass.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
And that's the way every time I look at that man score a touchdown in the playoffs, he will be forever seen as a jackass in my eyes.
But Q, if it keep going the way it's going, Frankie's gonna be a legend in Washington D.C.
Yep.
We're gonna look like a dumbass. And if Burns continue to do what he's doing and become the guy we think he can become, we're gonna look like a dumbass there. And if 10, I mean, we're gonna be
Dan
we're gonna
Morgan.
look like the laughing stock.
Dan Morgan. Dan Morgan. What dumb decision again?
We just
Don't
we're
nobody
just
think
we're the development league for the teams.
maybe Dan Morgan was doing what was best for business money wise. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
the short
Joe
term
Shane
thinking.
did it for money wise, so Dan Morgan doing the same thing Joe Shane doing. Stupid shit. Let's make that the new competent thing to do.
All I'm saying is you got to if you're gonna do something, you got to think it through. And you don't stop trying to replace a player or a type of player immediately with with somebody. If you're gonna do it and you don't have it, you take the player that you need that can fill your need that you have, not necessarily the because like we were talking about Star, right? We haven't picked up a run stopping defensive tackle since Star of
Uh,
quality.
they'll tell
Of
you
quality.
they got Jaden Crumley and he quality. That's what they'll tell you.
You see this one on the screen, that tackle from the Chargers. I don't know too much about him.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, relax and talk sports. We got to talking about something else. But that guy was a 6th round pick, man. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said earlier about the one thing I took from Phil Snow from what he said. Those type of guys don't grow on trees,
No.
and you don't let go good players. You don't not unless they're what we were just talking about Saquon or something like that, where you're saying, okay, a 27-year-old running back. But as far as a big man going into his first contract or whatever,
No, you don't let it go.
if he's good, you don't let him go. That's
And,
that's
not
that's that's
only
all it
that,
is to it.
a big man go. A big man, if he a monster,
Yeah, you
you
don't
pay
let
that
him
joker
go.
until he want to retire.
Yeah, he's supposed to stop in playing with you one jersey. He only supposed to wear one jersey.
Yep.
So I mean, that's the way I look at it a lot of times when you be like, oh man, we got such and such or such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they usually on the end of their shit, or they just like fucking what that nigga name that we got from the Saint, Shy Tuttle. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shy Tuttle ain't shit, man.
Yeah.
And everybody saying, oh, we got Shy Tuttle there for Shy Tuttle ain't shit. New Orleans let Shy Tuttle go. They got younger and they let the nigga go.
They let the other guy go. The guy that playing that was at San
And
Fran
the one that was playing in
Eagles.
Atlanta. Yeah, he
Yeah,
playing over there now. Yeah,
yeah.
they got younger.
Oh,
They got Brian Breezy and them other boys, man. They fucked around. Built their defensive line through the draft. They let them guys go instead of paying them because we already know they in cap hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
mm-hmm.
that's when you, like I said, looking at that once again. For you got to look at when you when you look at these GMs and you talk about these GMs. We have to a lot of times talk about them, from the whole perspective. They got
Yeah.
the money deal to worry about. They got the talent deal to worry about. I mean, the whole nine. They have to pick the talent. Then they have to make sure it makes financial sense as well.
Yeah, but the thing about it, if you actually if you look at your needs, right? Look at your needs. Find the players in the draft to fit your needs. Maybe not the whole. Maybe I missed it this year, but I put a stopgap. But I know next year I need to fill this type of player. Then
Hmm.
know I have this need filled. I don't have the
Well,
other need filled, but I'm going to fill it the following year. See, we didn't
well,
take that
Wiley,
when we did a star. Go ahead.
you should do uh position evaluations as a GM. You should sit down, look at your whatever role, quarterback, running back, 5 year plan. Then you
Mm-hmm.
should be looking at free agency, looking at the money. You should be looking at the draft and having it all put in front of you and saying, okay, if we make this move, this is what it look like. If we make this move, what's the cap in 5 years for us for this shit right here? As a GM, it's your job to sit down and assess these things before you even think about making that damn move. That's
True.
why I say,
The problem is we done had three different 5 year plans.
well, I'm not even talking about just that in general. I'm talking about the Joe Shane shit. The sitting down and thinking about this. You're thinking about this after you done paid a motherfucker. You get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? You're talking about a Daniel Jones on Hard Knocks with a group of motherfuckers that's sitting there looking at you like you stupid.
Mm-hmm.
After the fact, You should have been did that shit before you even decided to pay a quarterback. Evaluate what your quarterback and your running back position is going to look like. But that tells me he ain't too bright.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't too bright. You should have
Okay,
sat down and had all that assessed.
if we're
Here
still
come the
talking
Joe
about that
Shane
situation,
apologist. Here we
if
go.
we still
No.
talk, if we still
Joe
talking
Shane
about that
apologist.
situation, you got to look at. So look at it from a
You
whole total.
can't mention Joe Shane without this nigga going off. So
Look
there
at
it
it from a
is.
whole total. See how he keep running his mouth about. You know what I'm saying? Just like
I
look
don't
out, the
understand.
rest of them niggas that come in here like
I
Bryce, Bryce,
just
Bryce, Bryce, Bryce,
don't
motherfucker. Hold
understand
on and
why
let me make my point. Can I make my point?
you
Can
made
I
your
make my
ignorant
point?
ass point earlier.
My
We
point
heard
is
you.
this here.
Mm.
Okay, Dave Gettleman, right? Drafted that quarterback. Then he fucked up the Giants so bad. When that man came in, and I'm talking about any other, just like the guy from Washington or the guy from this or that place. When you
Mm-hmm.
come in, you got to try to straighten up the mess that somebody left. Okay, so then he hires Brian Dable.
So
Go to the offense,
why
the
he signed the
offensive.
man?
Hold on, let me make my point, and then you
Well,
can
when you
go ahead and
make your
say whatever
point,
you
think
want. You
about
can call
why
anybody
did
any
he
kind of
sign?
jackass. Let me make my point. The
If
point
he's so
is
forward
this.
thinking,
So when he comes in, he hires Jet Dayball to fix him, just like we hired Canales to fix him. He thinking, okay, damn, he played his best as a Giant. Like I said, I think he fits.
and
Give
he
him the
did
money.
not think the whole thing through. And that's right there, the jackass part I'm telling
Yeah,
you about.
but CQ, that's the way you see it. The way he seen it was
Well,
that he
nigga,
thought
that's the way
I
everybody in the
put the
league looking at it.
no,
Everybody looking
it's
at him now
not.
like he is a jackass.
That's after hindsight,
You
bruh.
paid a motherfucker, then you cut him in the middle of the
All I'm
season. You
saying,
dumb
I'm giving you the
motherfucker.
situation and laid it out.
Ignorant son of a bitch. And you gonna make a fucking excuse for this man. Man, get the fuck out of here
Wally,
with that dumb ass
am I
shit.
making an excuse, Wally? Or did I just break down what happened?
Now
It
you
was
That is,
listen,
stupid
Joe.
when you
Now,
said it.
now,
if I'm
now,
making an
Joe.
excuse,
No, you're
think
not
I'm just
making it.
saying what
Now you're
happened.
not
I'm
making
not
it.
making an excuse for nobody.
Now
I'm
you're
just
not
telling
making
what
it.
happened.
But here's the thing. Uh, I understand the rationale. However, what he did from a team building perspective was unforgivable. Because if you're gonna sign that average quarterback, then
Thank you, Wiley.
you need to give him the tool that made him go, which was the running back. Now, if you
Yeah.
replace Barkley with another Barkley, another generational guy, okay.
Well,
But
and Wiley,
mhm,
he thought Swift was gonna come in. See, this is how little he thought of Saquon Barkley. He
true.
thought Swift was gonna come in and give him the same 1,000 yards or so that Saquon gave. And when that shit didn't happen because Swift is not the running back that man there is, he
Mm,
now see people forget that aspect of everything. He is a jackass because he
true.
actually gambled on Swift coming in and picking up the production in the same spot as that man.
Because Q, people just say crazy stuff and we listen to it all the time. Oh,
Yeah.
running back, you replace him all the time. We
Yeah,
replace
you
him
can go
all.
get anybody to play running back. No, the fuck you can't.
Now,
Stupid motherfucker tell me a seventh round
now,
guy could just drop out the sky and be a star at the running back
now
position.
you could find, say if you double it up right, you can find a fourth round, fifth round, two of them, right?
You might.
Yeah, you might. It's a gamble,
You
right?
might. Life is a gamble.
Yeah. Now you may find it. Now the likelihood of you finding a fourth round running back that's pretty good, two of them, okay, that's a good gamble. But if you're sitting there with a generational guy, you don't make that gamble.
You don't do it.
Okay,
You don't do it at all.
okay. Well, let me tell you. Let me show y'all what's gonna happen. I'm putting my crystal ball. I'm putting my
Yeah.
crystal ball right here.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna go to
right.
the
Ass
Cowboy. I'm
wiping
gonna go to the cow.
101.
I'm gonna
Here
go
we
to the
go.
Cowboys right now. Right? The Cowboys are going. What we're hoping or what is predicted that they're gonna go out there and get Austin Jitty. Right? That y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and say the way that boy running there and staying right there, that boy gonna be generation. That boy gonna be good. Do y'all dispute that?
Nah, he's gonna be good.
He gonna be
He's gonna
good.
be a good running
Okay.
back.
Okay, so but now, do you see where the Cowboys fucked up at when they hired Schottenheimer? That was a bad hire for head coach.
Yeah.
He's not gonna motivate no damn body.
No.
Even with the Austin Genty now, with this guy who we're predicting is going to be a generational running back, more than likely. All things point to that. Now with the head coach in there, just a bland, blah motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna get the greatness out of that boy and Dak and the rest of them. You see what I'm saying? So that is just gonna be a fucked up waste. That's where I'm going with that. So you're not going. You got to have everything just aligned up to make these teams work.
That is true.
Yeah, well, pulling a Jason Garrett 2.0 didn't help them, but that's typical cowboy shit. That's why I don't even get
Exactly what they did. A Jason Garrett 2.0. Exactly. You're not
That's
gonna
why I
get the
don't.
best out of that team. You see what I'm saying? Unless you have some shit that that's gonna make the team work.
Yeah.
And all I can say, like I said, for the GM move in New York when he put Brian Dabo with Jones, he was
Mm,
thinking he had quarterback coach combination to make things work.
mm. That's what he was thinking, huh?
That's all I can see. Now that's just my little perspective of it.
Yeah. Well, you take that little perspective, crumble that shit up, and don't bring that shit out no damn more, cause he a jackass.
Now it was short sighted, go. It was short
That's all
sighted
I.
though.
I mean, well, all I am is a motherfucking commentator or motherfucker sideline armchair GM, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I'm looking at it from my fucking glass.
hmm Just make sure your
I
glass
wasn't.
ain't half empty. Just make sure your glass ain't half
Well,
empty.
I bet everybody's halfway full. I don't know what the fuck yours is.
Yeah, well,
You
I'm gonna
better
tell you
post more
right now.
dark in yours, go, cause this, yeah.
If you thought Joe Shane was any type of competent,
And
then
I didn't say I
you ain't
think
got
it's
a
Joe
glass.
Shan. I'm not
Ain't
saying
nobody
I
talk
think it's Joe
about you,
Shan.
motherfucker. I'm talking about something else.
What I'm saying is, I'm just telling you where I think it come from.
Yeah, well, Joe Shane for president.
Uh, you really something. You are really something.
Since you love the motherfucker.
Since you're really something, you are really something.
Oh my god! Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I ain't got nothing much going on. I'm about to get up out of here. Any last words from the Joe Shane apologist and brother Wiley?
Hey, I gotta get out of here, Q. See y'all guys, boy. Y'all funny. But I gotta get ready to go to work, man.
And we talked Wiley to the morning over there.
Yeah. What
Yeah, I'm
time
gonna
is it
go to
over there
work.
right now, Wiley? What time is it
It
over there right now?
is 8:14.
Damn,
Okay.
8 in the morning.
Yep.
6 hours. 6 hours.
Yep.
6 hours
Yep.
ain't
Six
bad.
hours. Now, I say at the end of the day, if we're out here in this draft, trading and doing all this dumb stuff, then we ain't learned our lesson. We're gonna be back in the same spot.
Hmm
So this draft to me is gonna show me whether we're gonna have a GM here for a long term or not.
I can answer that, Wiley.
Okay.
I ain't
I'm
need a
trying to
draft to
get
see.
I'm
I ain't need
trying
a
to give him
draft.
the benefit of the doubt.
I don't need a draft to see if we're gonna have Dan Morgan as a long term. I already know he ain't long term.
I don't know, Q. I'm with Wiley right there. This might be the turning one right here. If he knock it out the park,
He
What's your
ain't
yeah,
got no
then
more
that's
definition of
that's it.
knocking
excuses.
it out the park?
He ain't got no more
Like like
excuses.
basically
He,
what I did with that draft the other yesterday.
Well, he ain't doing that. So you might as well go ahead and get the cussing
That's
right
not
now, cause he ain't doing that.
that's knocking it out the park right there. If he fuck around and trade back to 11 and get an extra pick in the second from shit like that, fall like that, and he able to boom 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 and get what we man, yeah. But I
This
like you
Dan
said,
Morgan
I
who
don't see that.
traded
Yeah,
back and traded up in the middle of the draft doing that stupid
yeah,
shit we
yeah,
were talking
yeah.
about. That's what he did
I mean
last
I
year.
don't see that. That's what it would have to take knocking it out the park We seeing progression all the way through the year.
Mm, mhm,
Not this wish upon a star one game type shit.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
That motherfuckers want
mhm.
to manufacture some real concrete, something you can hold your hat on. That's what I say.
Mm, mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, well, in the meantime, we'll be right back here on the tailgate, man. Y'all boys, yeah, 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 yeah. Just keep hope alive, brothers. That's all I can say. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, I say this. Some of these guys out here with these mics, they need to be taken away.
damn, Wally.
Okay.
We need to take them away, man. I've been patient. I've been trying to be kind, but some of this stuff, Lord have mercy.
No, have mercy. That's Wally Panthers Germany.
I
Make sure
said,
y'all
I said,
subscribe.
I said, I said, bless them, Q. They don't know
Lord
no
have
better.
mercy.
They don't know no better. They don't know no better.
Damn.
Shout out to Panthers Germany, man. That Wiley is always leaving a lasting impact on us. All right, y'all. Y'all have yourselves a good night. It's your boys.